Hi, everyone. I'm Chris.
And this is Milton with the Sports Truth.
The truth will set you free. And let me start off with Jets, Jets.
Oh,
Called
boy.
it, didn't I?
Why are you bringing bad memories? The only bad thing that happened all week on my 3-day was the Bengals losing to the Jets. But we'll get to it.
I called it, though.
No, you did call it.
I even leaned in. I took a breath, and you gave me the look.
I know,
like,
you were
crazy?
taking all types of underdogs, and I think what spurred it on wasn't even your sort of gut feelings on it. It was just what had happened to you with the Cardinals game, and you were just so depressed that like you just got all these powers, and you were just like, well, if my cards went down, then I'm going to tell you who else of all the favorites are going down.
Yeah, Jets.
And
the Jets beat the Bengals.
And you said the Giants too. You know, they were gonna win, but I mean, they pushed it to the nth degree. So
the Chiefs were like, oh my god, we almost
I mean,
lost.
it was definitely a Halloween weekend that led all the way up to last night. So that's what we're gonna do on this show. It's going to be very Halloween-y, very spooky. Tell you about the tricks and the treats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more tricks than treats.
Yeah, definitely. So anyways, we'll start off with our hot topics, and we're going to talk about the World Series briefly.
Yep.
The Astros, oh, man, they jumped on them 3-1, and it looked like it was over. My friend Tony, who's cheering for the Astros, I mean, I'm cheering for him as well. Altuve! Yeah, he's been big in this series. And so it was 4-0, a grand slam. And I told my friend, just shut the TV, dude. This thing is over. Why you? And then
Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no. And they came back, and I think they won 9-5. So from a grand slam, getting 4-0 to ending up beating them is, it goes to show you how good Dusty Baker is, the coach, and some of those key players. So they've taken the series back to Houston. The game's on tonight. I love baseball playoffs. Yeah. Baseball regular season, it sucks, okay? Sorry, baseball nerds. But I'm just going to call it like it is. You know, it's a sports truth. Exactly. Don't let the truth hit you in the ass. All right. So I don't know if it's possible. Jessica Mendoza on ESPN said it was going to go to at least 6 games. She was right. Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell other people. They're like, no, it's going to end. And I'm like, no. Jessica Mendoza said it was going 6. All right. She knows her baseball and she's hot. So she wins. All right. Moving on. We're going to talk about the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah, the one that I called and said it was going to be close, not even close to a blowout. ESPN.
Absolutely. You know, I was with my other betting buddies, and they were throwing some nice amount on the game. Let's just say that. And both of them took the Chiefs. I tried to say...
Well, I tried to warn them.
I tried to warn them.
I said
I was like, why take the Chiefs for a win when you could get like 23.5 points on that same... large super tease, you know? I mean, and I looked at the stats, and it said that the Chiefs had not beat anybody by more than 18. They got issues with their offense. Their defense is whorish, and giving up plays, especially on against the run.
Yeah, and look what happened. What did they do? Double covered Tyreek Hill.
Yes, you know what? I was thinking about you when they said, like, look, it was near the goal line, right? Yeah. And they had capped both Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. So there was one corner and one safety on top. And then for Tyreek, there was one corner and one safety on top. And
I told you.
They played... and you know what? I'm going to give the Giants to be an underrated defense, you know, because a lot of times they're the ones doing the heavy lifting for the Giants. But we knew that this is what the type of game it was going to be. So as I was just chilling, enjoying the game... my friends, they ulcers sweating. Probably, sweating.
I warned you.
Mild heart attacks. Yeah,
they should have listened on the Sports Truth. I even said Giants.
They should have. Yeah, but you know what? They made it through the black hole.
Barely.
And I always tell them that you always have to sweat one out on the parlay when you do 3 or 4 teams. So they already sweated one. So most likely, they will go into Sunday chill. So we'll see what happens. So I'm off to a good start. And it's funny because that tactic that I used is called the Dave changeup. And usually he's selling me on it. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to sell you on your own shit. And he's like, no, it's okay. I think the Chiefs will win. And then in the fourth quarter, I'm like, plus 23.5. I put plus 23.5 with a question mark. And he's like, yeah, I should have done the same thing.
Should have told him Chris told you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was just a combination of like, us sort of predicting that it was going to be a close game because
Yeah.
no one trusts the Chiefs.
I don't.
And then just getting astronomical points. I mean, you're talking 3 touchdowns.
There's no
and
way.
then some. It
There's
was
no way.
3 touchdowns and a 2.5 points.
Doesn't
so you
happen.
needed 3 touchdowns and 1 field goal, and it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, exactly. And the Giants are famous for it. I mean, that's Tom Brady.
Yeah,
he
twice.
still has nightmares where he wakes up and it's like, we're 19 and wait a minute, we're
18-1.
18-1. Yeah. I mean, that shit stays with you forever. Why do you think Tom Brady keeps on wanting to win Super Bowls? He wants to erase that one.
Yes.
And who knows if he'll ever be able to erase it, even if he gets to that who is it? Bill Russell type, 11 championships. You always remember that perfect one.
Get out of
the
here.
Perfect game.
No, the actual football one who had 10. Come on.
10?
Yeah, he was with the Browns. Come on. Come on.
Oh, autogram.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. All
We're not going to talk about a guy from a different sport, okay? He wants to match autogram and get 10. That's what he wants. Yeah.
But even
10.
if he gets 10 or 11, he's still going to remember that. And
Eli still gives him crap. On Monday Night Football, he gave him crap. I was laughing.
And then Randy Moss, that was one of his only chances. I mean, that and with the Niners again. But then
Moss had 22 touchdowns, 23 touchdowns.
So can you think of anything else on the hot topics before we get into our Halloween version?
Another I told you so, listen to me more, gut feeling, Jets. Like, no one called the Jets. I should have put money on the Jets.
Yeah.
How much would I made? 500?
Yeah, it's 5-1. So if you put 100, you would have won 500.
Should have put $500 down on it.
Oh, there was one thing that who showed it to me?
Huh?
I forget who showed it. Oh, I think it was my friend Tony.
Yeah.
And one guy put $1,000 for it was 125 to 1 odds for I don't even know his first name, but White, the Jets quarterback.
Yeah.
He would have the most passing yards that week. Yeah. And so he won $125,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say? Remember what I said? I even said it, I think last time. I was like, he's going to get 4 touchdowns, 400 yards, whatever. Yeah. And what happens? 400 yards and 3 touchdowns.
I honestly think, you don't come across that. If the Cards had won, you'd be happy on that. And then you might have picked an upset or two, but
I was dead on for being pissed. Yeah,
exactly.
Couldn't believe it. The angry power of the bird.
Yeah, no doubt. That combined, it was a concoction of your tears with some Halloween, voodoo mixed into it, and then that's what you had.
Getting 50 burger the previous week.
I mean, I'll just go over some of the stuff that happened the weekend before we get into our top 10 costumes that I saw while I was handing out candy out front.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's see what we got here. So I told you, did I not tell you the Panthers and the Broncos are attached at the hip?
Yes,
whatever happens to one twin happens to the other.
They're both
they both lost 4 straight. And the Panthers upset the Falcons 19-10, and then the Broncos didn't upset, but they covered and won against the Sean Taylor's Ghost.
They both still suck though.
For sure. No, absolutely.
They went from playoff bubble to bleh.
No, for sure. But I'm just telling you, if one of those two teams starts running for the Final Four spot, I bet you the other one's going to be right behind it. But if one's headed to the Dweller, so is the other one. They've just been following each other all year, if that makes sense.
You even call it an upset of the Dirty Birds? That's so funny.
Yeah.
How's it an upset? It's the Dirty Birds. Right? This is sad. Sorry, Falcons fans.
Yeah. And then the crazy part was 3 backups won and pulled the upset. Your boy White.
Yep, my boy White. Jets. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
Cooper, another Coop.
Yep.
For the Cowboys, and then Trevor Seaman from the Saints. So
wow, I didn't realize you'd cuss me so raunchy on air like that.
What are you talking about?
Seaman. What is wrong?
Isn't that his name, Trevor Seaman?
Yeah, I know it is, but I'm making a joke.
Oh, okay. No, it's actually Simeon, but I was like, dude, isn't that guy from the Broncos? Anyways, we'll get to it later. And then a couple teams that have won a few in a row. Steelers have won 3 straight. Saints have won 3 straight.
Yep.
And
poor Brady.
And then the
Saints own Brady now. What the hell?
Texans have lost 6 straight.
How do you feel, Milton?
And the Dolphins have lost 7 straight.
I think so. Milton, how do you feel about Brady getting owned by the Saints? At least tell me about that.
Oh yeah.
What the hell?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. All right. Anyways, continue. We're gonna go into our top 10 costumes. Yes.
Yay! Woo! Spooky.
Yeah. So I did the whole for work on Saturday, and then on Sunday I did the whole Levi. So, yeah.
Levi Ackerman, look at you being a weeb.
So, yeah, just had my green cloak cape on and my shirt.
Do you even know what division you're in?
No.
You are a true weeb. I'm so proud.
All right. Okay, all right. Yeah, so I was out there, and then so it was me and my daughter, Haley, my middle child, and then it was me and my wife. So we had all different types of people in our neighborhood. Because in our neighborhood, you know, it's like you end up giving candy to like 500-600 kids.
Literally.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. No,
not
for
even
sure.
joking. Wow.
So, you know what? I thought that I wanted to bring the trick back into the treat.
No, you don't do that now. Everyone gets offended.
No. I had to do a little bit in it.
What'd
because, like, if they're telling me trick or treat, they're like...
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50, right? So what I did is I gave them the trick, and then I gave them the treat, okay? So when kids were coming around, you know, a whole bunch of them, I'm like, no, we're closed. And they just, like, stopped right there, like, sort of sad look on their face. And I was like, trick! And then gave them their treats.
Aww.
Okay? Stuff like that.
I knew you'd be sadistic and evil.
Oh,
like that.
I was.
I was like, I wonder what Milton's doing. Oh, I bet he's being a jerk to these kids.
I had my Costco strawberry margarita there in a glass. And
drinking around the kids? Yeah, man, I'm going to call the cops on you next time. Yeah, 911. Yeah, I have an emergency.
Hey, I'm at my house. Okay, these people are coming up to my house.
Uncle Milton is a little drunk. He's beating the kids.
And then one kid, he was a bigger kid.
Yeah.
And I said, you got to wear your mask at all times. Put it down. And he put it down. I'm sure it's hot and sweaty, but I was just, yeah.
You're so evil.
But you know what? There's a kindness somewhere behind all that sadistic.
No, this is the sports truth. We gotta tell the truth.
No. I'm peeling back more layers here, and so,
like an onion.
Okay, yeah, like an onion. And I had giant bar. Okay, so this is what happened. My wife made a big old pumpkin thing.
Yeah.
Of a special bag, so it had like 4 or 5 candies in it, and those were only to go to kids 5 and younger.
Okay.
Kids, right? They deserved it.
Yeah, of course.
And then we had
actual
the
kids.
the
teens and the adults who need to go to a Halloween party and not go getting candy.
Right. So we had a couple other buckets of regular candy, and then I had my special pile, which was big candy bars. And anyone who had a sick costume that I was just blown away by, I gave it to them. Yeah,
of course
exactly. You did. So those were some of the tricks and treats going on. There was a couple other ones, but
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then your dog's gonna get eaten. That's good.
Yeah. So anyways, okay, so we're gonna tell you the top 10 costumes. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this was early on. Because they started early. Like, I checked out 5 o'clock. Yeah, and I saw some kids coming down the street.
When, actual sunset is
sundown.
No.
That's that used to be the rule. It's gotta be the sun setting, then you can go. You know, either that or, like, why not start at, like, 9 in the morning, you know? Who's to say you can't go all day, dude?
Technically,
if
Halloween
I knew what
day.
I knew now, I would be, like, going... I'd make it, like, an 8-hour shift. I'd be, like, candy in the morning, and you'd have so much candy, dude, you could sell it back. Anyways.
You're bad.
I know. Sorry, it's like... holiday mixed in with like making money and candy, so it like appeals to me.
It always goes back to betting with you, doesn't it? That's like the fantasy league.
Yeah. Okay, so the first one, this was a group effort, and I could tell these kids were from Hamul, right?
Dude, you're bad. I'm calling your wife. Hello, wife.
Listen, but that's sort of a compliment.
Okay. Go ahead. Try and save yourself on air. Please.
I will. What it was a bunch of like high schoolers, you know, like young high schoolers. Okay. All the girls were dressed like cute in their little cowgirl outfits. Okay, cowgirl. With the pink hats and everything.
Yeah,
and then right in the middle of them were a couple boys that were dressed up as cows. So it was cool, like cowgirls and the cowboys.
My God,
it was cool. You had to see it to appreciate it.
Why did the boys agree to this?
I don't know. They're funny.
They're gonna be the cows. What?
Yeah.
No.
It's funny because like the girls were giving them crap, right? Because of that. And then he said something, and I said, "Yeah, because he can," or something like that. And the boys like, "Yeah," you know. Because I felt like they were getting picked on by like there's 2 boys or 2 or 3 boys and like 5 or 6 girls, you know. Yeah. So. Yeah.
It was a group effort, though.
It was. And then I asked my daughter. She said she knew them and that they were from Hamul. Yeah. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, they just, in fact...
I love how you're profiling people on... Yeah. Operator, like to report a crime.
Okay. So would it be wrong to say that the majority of kids that came by...
Are from Rancho San Diego?
No, are Chaldean?
No.
Yes.
No. Totally not wrong.
Totally not wrong.
They are Chaldean.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the way you said it at first was like, ooh, Milton.
Whatever. All right, the next costume was Patrick from SpongeBob.
No, this is Patrick.
It was like a blow-up one, right? So you could see what the side, and then I'd ask him questions and stuff, and he even acted like Patrick and did all the. Yeah. It was perfect. Yeah. That's why I think you can't get on this list unless it makes me laugh. Oh, you get it totally. These are all ones that got
you gave a big candy bar?
Oh, yeah,
that whole group of girls.
No, not that one. That was more of a. That would have been too much.
Yeah.
The big candy bars were just for sort of single costumes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You still gave them candy. We're like, you guys are cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Patrick.
One was cool. One was Pirate Mom and her like 8 or 9-year-old kid, and he was in a macaw parrot. So he had this cool macaw top of the head. It was just cool, just to have the pirate and then the parrot that goes along with it. I thought
big candy bar.
Yeah, big candy bar, exactly. Next one was a family. So this one didn't get a candy bar, but it was a group effort, and it was the dad. He was Michael Myers, which seemed to be popular this year, but he had it down like all the way.
Yeah.
And then his wife was Cinderella, but with like a black wig.
This is a weird.
Yeah.
Couple.
Yeah, exactly. You got Michael Myers, and then instead of having
opposite spectrum,
yeah, and then having instead of a blonde Cinderella, you're having a black Cinderella wig, and then the little girl was dressed up as Maleficent. Yeah, so
Well, that explains why Maleficent the way she is.
Yeah, exactly.
She's a marriage of Michael Myers and freaking Cinderella.
And Goth Cinderella
makes Maleficent, guys.
It just looks good. I just like when families like tie it in all together, and they did a great job on it. That was one of the early ones.
That's good.
This other kid, he definitely deserved a candy bar.
A big candy bar.
Yeah, a big candy bar because he was a big player. He was Al Capone. So he had like the big old, dress suit on. The jacket suit, the hat.
Yes.
And the winning touch was that he had a cigar in his hand. Like that. It was awesome.
What?
Yes.
He came up and said trick or treat to you?
Yeah.
Like that? Oh,
yeah, he was probably like 12, but like he was a big kid. He was a big boy.
Yeah.
So he wore it well,
Well, Al Capone was big, so perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Or I think of that one from who's the one in Marvel who's like super big and bald?
Yeah.
He's like from the Spider-Man universe, right?
Yes.
That guy?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Yeah, but you can picture him, right? All he is just, that's sort of
so
like...
when he came up, you were like, wow, right?
Yeah. And then I saw a cigar. Yeah, no, he loved it. You know?
Here you go.
Yeah, exactly. They were appreciative of getting the big candy bar, you know? So, this other one. Okay, I called them COVID. Because that's what they look like. No, I'm serious.
You're bad.
Okay,
that's it.
And you might know. You actually might know this. Okay.
Okay.
So what came up to me was this giant red bag. Okay. And then there was another like black bag, and so I guess what they told me what it was Among Us, which I'm not exactly sure what that is.
Oh, I get it. No, they're being the crewmen. Among Us.
Okay. And that's what they are, like this big.
And remember the meme sus? I'm so suspect of you. Like you're suspicious sus. That's where it comes from. Among Us.
Okay.
So they were pretending they weren't bags. They were people in spacesuits.
In spacesuits.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what it
looks
like.
Yeah. Get out. Among Us is not COVID. Leave. You're done. No. Give me your meme card. It's over.
Because obviously my daughter kneue who it was.
Yes.
And I think even my wife did. And I'm like, is that supposed to be COVID?
No, Milton. You're showing how old you are.
Well, wouldn't it have been cool if someone dressed like COVID?
No. Too soon.
Too soon. You did. So you could have the devil, you could have like a vampire, you could have like an axe murderer, but you can't have
people
COVID.
Died from COVID,
okay,
dude.
All right,
so
all right. Too soon.
Literally
too soon.
Year.
All right. Anyways, Among Us / COVID.
No, Among Us.
Okay, this next one enters the list. Okay. This little cop kid with his mom, right? And all of a sudden, he's pointing at my cup. He's like, "What's in there? What's that?" No, he said, "What's that?" And I said fruit punch, right? Because I don't want to say it's a margarita for the kids.
Yeah.
And like he keeps looking over it, and I swear what he did was he came over the top and like tried to like smell it or something like that to see if he could smell alcohol, because I'm sure there's like a bunch of it at his house or his parents drink or whatever. Yeah. And like, I lost my sense of smell 10 years ago, but then my daughter was telling me like, oh yeah, Dad, I can smell it. So, yeah. So it was just funny. And I just
You're under arrest.
Yeah. I bribed him with a couple candies so he'd go away, but it was just weird. Like after he said that and like his mom was pulling him back, he just like stretched out and was like, let me smell it. You know? I don't believe that it's fruit punch. Yeah.
Lying to an officer?
Yeah, exactly. Lying to an officer and a kid.
God.
All right, this next one, unless you have kids, you probably don't know this one, but I'll reference it back to something in my day that was similar to it, is Yo Gabba Gabba. So what Yo Gabba Gabba is a kids show with these big dressed up mascots, like, yeah. And there used to be a show called Puffin Stuff where it was all these magical sort of people dressed up, and I know because you don't know.
Older people stuff.
It is older people stuff, but the Yo Gabba Gabba, I mean, you were too old for it. You were probably like in middle school or something. But I watched this show and I loved it because of Puffin Stuff. For all the Gen Xers out there who remember Puffin Stuff, save me here, okay? But yeah, it was cool, and everyone was going up to Yo Gabba Gabba, like all the little kids, like
because they don't know who he is.
Yeah.
They've never seen him before.
And then this one was cool just because of the innovation. This is number 2. Was this girl dressed all sort of in black with like even her top of the part of the head was wrapped up.
Really?
And what she would do is she would bring her straw basket for the candy, right? And then as soon as she was done with it, she would put it right back on her head. You know, like how some customs or some countries do that. So I just thought like that's cool, you know?
What?
Yeah.
This outfit?
Yeah, she put it right there, like, and then she just she put it back on her head and started walking away, and I was like, oh, okay, I get where you are.
I see.
And then the best, save for last.
Number one
was I was like, I saw him, right?
Yeah.
All in white and the beard, and I'm like, oh my God, because we did my daughter's confirmation earlier, right?
Yeah,
on Sunday.
how'd that go? Good?
It went awesome.
Good.
Yeah. Like I said, the only thing that threw a wrench in Sunday was the Bengals getting upset with the Jets, but everything else went peaceful. It's like the price you had to pay, because even my Niners won, you know? But it's Jesus. He's like, no, I'm Jesus. You gotta give Jesus a candy bar. It was sick. I mean, it was like bearded and like white with
You're
the red.
okay with that when you go to church? You're okay with that?
What's that?
Jesus showing up?
Yeah, because I mean, he made Jesus look cool, and like he made the top of the list. Like, what's not to like about it? You know, he wasn't denigrating him in any way.
Yeah,
then
really.
I wouldn't have been cool with it.
He wasn't. Know? He was just like, I'm Jesus.
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
Red...
Like if it had been Jesus, like you remember, like I remember when I was a kid, and my friend had this one knife. Right?
Yeah.
Like where it looks like it goes in you, but it's just strapped around.
Yeah.
And that's how you use it.
Yeah.
Like if I was on Jesus with one of those or something like that.
What the heck?
Yeah,
get out of here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Yeah. You know, we're Lutherans. Anyway.
Of course, Jesus is number one. Religious.
No, dude. It was a sick costume. I mean,
really?
It looked like
full on everything.
Like, you know, when you see a video and like Jesus is skating,
yes,
or there's some like ridiculous thing, and
where they're dressed up fully as
just
Jesus.
Nails it, right?
Yeah,
From
look like
sandal,
Jesus.
You look like Jesus. I mean, I thought Moses, which was like old
Close.
Jesus,
yeah.
you know, because they gave him Moses
Old
until
Testament,
like exactly. So
literally Jesus.
Literally Jesus. And
it might even have been Jesus.
It might have been.
Second coming. He's like, hey there.
It was cool was that Jesus had his sister who had played softball with my daughter Haley, who was there. Really? And the coach was there too, which he's sort of one of those, like, when you first meet him, he sort of spooks you, you know? Like one of those Italian, like, hardcore New Yorkers.
Yeah.
But they're, like, nothing like that character. They're actually... way cool, you know. Yeah. So he came up, and then
it's Jesus.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, cool. So, anyways, yeah. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna get to our power rankings.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Let me get to it, and then we're not doing 5 random questions. That is for Friday.
Yep.
And that'll be it. And
power rankings and done.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. We have a lot to talk about, though. That's why.
Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do is, like, for some of these teams, I want to give them a trick. And for some teams, I want to give them a treat. You know?
God, we just got to continue and finish off Halloween in style, right?
I love Halloween.
Me too.
I mean, I'll find excuses to dress up even if it's not Halloween. And that's how when you know that you really love the holidays. And, you know. all that pageantry.
Don't worry though, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving because all those channels and shops are like skipping straight to Christmas already. For the
I know. My daughter's
so
like,
annoying. Yeah.
Oh, Christmas, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I was like,
Thanksgiving,
the food, the football, the family, and she's like,
the fanfare,
football, really? She's like, yeah, I guess the desserts are good. She's like this sarcastic 12-year-old, she's in 7th grade, she's in junior high, and she thinks like. Yeah, she knows.
Teenage girl,
she
right?
Sort of does.
She's got you.
She's smart.
But yeah, Christmas, Black Friday. They don't even talk about Thanksgiving. I want to do Black Friday so I can buy crap because consumerism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
October has Halloween.
Yeah.
November has Thanksgiving, and
December is Christmas. Okay,
yeah,
come
exactly.
on. And then New Year's.
Respect
in January.
each month. Seriously. All right. So.
Oh my god.
Number 32. Okay.
Not the Jets because they beat the Bengals.
No,
I called it. Okay.
Hey, I'll just tell you right now, and this is sort of cheating.
Called it.
The Jets aren't even in the 30s. They're somewhere in the 20s.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean,
I deserve more credit on the show. I don't get enough love. Okay.
No, that's because they're so preposterous. It's like,
but it happens though.
It's like Notre Dame or one of those.
But I still nail it.
Exactly. The king will lose his eye in a joust, and then all of a sudden,
and then it happens.
That was weird that the king's eye got.
You know what? I wish I recorded your face when I said I'm taking the Jets in this one because it was hilarious. Your face is like, "Are you serious? You thought I lost
this
it?"
Is how it is. Like when somebody, like when my cousin says, like this is his upset pick.
Yeah.
Like, I tend to not go against it because when I did, I got burnt,
Yes.
So like, and then like I think on the Rams one, you were just sort of more joking because you didn't commit to that one because it was really an impossibility.
Yeah, I was joking.
But was it possible for the Bengals? Yes, coming off the high, and then the Jets coming off the low.
The embarrassment.
Yeah, to where they meet in the middle in a tight game. That made sense, And the funny thing about it is between the Bengals, the Bills, and who's the other team? The Rams. The ones I thought was the culprit, was scared of, was the Bills-Dolphins game because Tua was playing for his quarterback life.
Bills own the Dolphins.
They had a little bit of a tough time with them, but they ended up beating them.
And then the Rams got the Ram things.
All right.
Yeah.
The trick on this one was it must have been a 2-minute press conference.
Oh my god!
And this guy never is short on words.
The Lions?
The cat's got your tongue.
The Lions.
Yeah, the Lions. Dan Campbell.
It's over for him.
Well,
3 points.
He was just sad.
3 points.
His head was sort of tucked down.
3 points.
I mean, to have 44 points scored on you and to
40 burger. Yeah. The embarrassment factor, right?
Yeah. I mean, I essentially think that the Lions didn't have anything left after they poured their heart and soul and probably made a deal with the devil.
To try and beat the Rams.
Exactly, and didn't. And the devil's like, I can't do that. That's
And that gotta take your soul now.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Now it's 3 points.
I made it close. That's what you said.
I feel bad for him though. He actually is legit. Like Dan Campbell's actually legit.
Yeah,
I made fun of him before, but now I regret.
No, for sure.
Because he looked depressed.
Like,
he actually
like
cares.
I said, if you're this low on the list, we're cellar dweller is 32 to 23.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on.
Yep.
The next one.
Sorry.
I think their trick for Halloween was pretty much the whole game. Yeah, they were down 31-0 to the Rams.
Yep.
And the Rams, after that tight, close game with the quarterback swapping and
the drama.
Yeah. I mean, this was a relief. Like, okay, now that you purged yourself, now go beat up on the hopeless, hapless Texans,
Yeah.
And they did. I mean, did they make it close? Did they not technically cover the spread at the end, winning 38-22? Because I think the spread went a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I still called it, though. I said Rams.
No, for sure. You did.
Rams,
I think you,
everything.
were joking, just, taking all the underdogs and then pulling back on the ones that you thought would win, because obviously all of them can't win.
Should have called the Jets, though. I would have... Vegas would have given me so much money.
Yeah, and not even Tyrod Taylor, could save this mess. I don't even know if he played or not. I don't know much in the game. I just know the Rams whipped their ass.
Yeah.
And they still got the Deshaun Watson fiasco, and I guess
he traded.
They're not traded. They said,
"Are you serious?" They said, "Oh, they're gonna trade to the Dolphins."
They are, and it's all verbal. But then,
God.
The thing is, on one side, the Miami doesn't want to commit to it, and then find out that he's going to prison for 22 for 22 hand jobs.
Trade Deshaun Watson to the Cardinals for 1 to 3 weeks.
I then he does so good. Kyler Murray sitting on the bench. Then what?
Perfect, because if Deshaun gets caught again for more hand jobs, then Murray can come back.
All right.
It's just 1 week against your poor Niners.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think that the Cards can handle themselves without
Murray.
You just gotta see who your backup is. And look, dude, last week, Cooper, White, Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all backups that easily won.
True.
Yeah.
Because there's no tape on them.
Right.
I want to look up the Cardinals' backup quarterback right now.
Yeah, do that while I move on to the next one.
Go ahead.
All right. At 30, the Jags.
Great.
Halloween moment. Every time you panned over to see Urban Meyer, and he looked like death, but he wasn't dressed for Halloween. I mean, he's just like, yeah. You can see like the blood leaving his fucking face.
Yeah, you know who else's blood is leaving their fucking face right now?
Who?
Mine.
Why?
Guess who the backup quarterback is for the Cardinals?
Okay. Who? I think I know this.
Say it. Because when I say it, I'm gonna be depressed.
No,
and so will you.
You know, it would be funny if it was Nick Mullen.
No. Colt McCoy.
Yeah! Oh my God, that's the best news.
Yes. No.
Colt, I was good in college, and I could.
But wait! You're laughing now, but watch him do really good against the Niners.
No, you know what?
Watch.
I wouldn't be surprised
because all the backup QBs have been doing good.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, when you have that many options at
he
wide
can throw
receiver
to everyone.
and running back,
yeah, tight end, everything.
I mean,
he just has to hand the ball.
The only
off.
way I would be afraid of a Cardinals,
as
a Cardinals fan losing this week,
Yeah.
is if Shanahan nuts it up like he should.
Yeah.
And puts Trey in there, and it's like, okay, we'll go Trey against
shit.
Yeah,
it's McCoy.
Okay, Jimmy G against
Colt
McCoy ain't that much different. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta speak the truth about my own team. You know?
He has 10 days to practice.
I'm not
though.
trying to protect your team.
McCoy has 10 days to practice, though.
Yeah, no, I know.
Perfect.
I know. Yeah.
You were so happy I said Colt McCoy.
I was like, oh,
you dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about them when they come up.
Right.
Yeah. The matchup. Mm-hmm.
So, you know what?
I mean, my God. Sorry, Jaguars fans, your season's over.
The only offense that the Jags had was James Robinson.
Yes.
And he's gone, at least for a few weeks.
Know my pain, Jags fans.
Do you know that this is the nail in the Jags fans, if there's any out there?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. All right. Cool.
There's at least one fan for every team.
No, that's true.
NFL.
That's true.
It's a statistical probability. Yes.
You've only had one season in the last 10 years where you've had a winning season,
and you're the championship game.
Right, and you're losing seasons. Not only have they been losing, they've been double-digit losses. Yeah. That's how bad it is.
6-10.
Yeah. Exactly.
Always
4-12.
Yeah. Always 10 and up. Mm-hmm. Crazy. So here's a challenge. If I play Madden. Today or tomorrow, whatever, I play as the Jags.
Oh yeah.
And I try to get to have a winning record. Would you be interested in me showing you what I get if I get a winning record?
Sure.
All right, I'll have Urban Meyer be my coach.
Might take you a couple seasons.
What do you mean a couple seasons? I'll do everything I need to win. Throw to James Robinson. It's fine.
He's injured. Sorry.
No, he's not injured. I'm starting week 1. Remember?
Okay,
well, he'll be injured halfway through the season, and when I'm sitting, I'll be like, God dang it.
All right. Number 29. This team has lost 7 straight losses, and it's been Halloween all year.
Dolphins,
yes.
No treat, only trick. Oh, wait, I needed a noise.
Exactly.
You can't even do it while drunk.
I ain't gonna try. I ain't gonna attach myself to the Dolphins, okay, in any way.
All right, moving on.
No, I mean, just they scored 11. They scored 11 points.
It's a joke. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah,
it's a joke.
They got a little bit of a chance this week. They're playing another cellar dweller in the Texans. So 1-7 versus 1-7.
Watch the Texans win. That'd be hilarious. I just called it. I just jinxed it right now. I'm sorry,
dude. You give me Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah,
I'll take the Texans with you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, mm-hmm. Because they're 7-point underdogs too. A touchdown. So
okay, I know how I call stuff as a joke, but then it actually comes true. I think the Texans are gonna beat the Dolphins.
Okay, there we go. We'll do our picks on Friday. But...
No, I'm doing it right now.
All right.
Because Coach Stradamus, that's my name. Coach Stradamus.
That's a good one. All right, number 28. Sean Taylor's ghost.
There you go. We're not being disrespectful, by the way, Washington fans.
Right.
We're actually giving you we're giving you a compliment because Sean Taylor's ghost stopped the Chiefs from even doing anything in the first half.
That's true.
So
they've lost 4 straight.
Barely, a couple of them barely.
A couple of them barely.
Like the Chiefs one.
Yeah.
And then they got blown out at the end. But
I mean, Heineken.
Heineken.
Next of kin.
He does good against middling teams.
Yeah, I mean, I put the Broncos as pretty middling.
But it's the Broncos secondary, though.
That's true. And they were playing in Mile High. They're averaging 14 points in their last 4 losses. And their defense, they've definitely taken a step back, and they're probably the worst team in the NFC East. Because at least the Giants are going to give you a game, and I believe in Hurts.
The poor Chiefs, dude. They were sweating the whole game.
They were. So were my friends.
You should have listened to me. You all should have listened to me. Come on.
Whatever you said came to me, and then I tried to pass it on down and
tell them that your friend told you.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Right. Anyways, okay. 27? This team, they launched up the Cellar Dweller, okay?
Okay.
The Jets. Jets.
Jets. I called it.
Yeah, you did.
Bengals. How do you feel, Bengals fans? I'm sorry. Yeah. You should have listened to me.
Like old Bengal fans?
Yeah, the Bungles fans. There you go.
Yeah. That's why last week I gave them the A in the group, Bengal. Yeah. Because I didn't want to quite give them the other one with the E, the Bengals.
You should have said Bungle.
Yeah.
Come on.
I should have.
What happened? What did the Jets do?
Okay, so this is what happened in this game. This is really simple, actually.
Yeah, tell me.
And I just put down those 3 teams: the Jets, the Rams, and who was the other team? The Bills.
The Bills. Yeah.
Because they were just playing such terrible teams. But you had the Bengals, who are coming off of a signature win. Something that hasn't happened in 20 years. I mean, beating a Ravens team. Not only beating them, but thrashing them 41-17. Then playing a team that you're 10-point favorites on the road. And then the Jets. When you lose 54-13 in the betting world, it's the embarrassment factor. Losing by more than 35
it's the garbage.
Essentially guarantees you of covering the spread with a good chance of winning the game.
The next week,
because if you think about it, it demoralizes the whole team. Usually most teams are based on a couple players carrying the whole team.
Yeah.
But when your whole team loses like that, every offensive lineman, defensive lineman, linebacker, everybody's rushing to the ball, and then you just have this one group effort where all 11 or all 22 come together and just end up pulling a Bad News Bears stunt.
Yes.
So, and you know what? This isn't the first time the Jets did it. They were 17-point underdogs. The biggest upset in modern time, as we call it.
Yeah.
The Seahawks, the Rams.
Oh, the Rams.
Yeah,
the
Rams. So, and
Sean McVay was like, what?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the...
And he also upset the Titans, too, the Jets.
Yeah. So
the Jets are just upsetting
who in the
people.
Cellar Dweller, when they start, bitching at each other for, territory and stuff, the Jets
or
just
have the biggest area.
And they just say, who's beat the Titans? And the Bengals. Two playoff teams. Everyone's like, and they go back in their corner. And then the Jets. So the Jets sort of own the Cellar Dweller.
They do. It's their territory. They're the king of the Cellar Dwellers.
Exactly. We got the shit beat out of us, but we upset big time. So, they claim...
Sounds like the Giants.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? Is that I texted my friend that I said, do not trust New York teams. Because
the Giants
they had big upsets.
They're next to each other,
Yeah, they beat the Saints.
Yeah.
And then they beat the Panthers.
Yes.
And then they came so close to beating the Chiefs. Yeah, so the New York teams, they don't trust them. They don't trust them. I think they have a little collusion in there, and they have each other's back.
Of course they do. They're next to each other. Their stadiums are next to each other.
Right, exactly. No, they share the same stadium.
Really?
Yeah, it's MetLife or whatever. It's just one, and then they balance it to where it's home team and this team's away. Yeah. So they play the same. So if you look at the field on the Giants or Jets. Yeah. It's the same thing except the logo's changed, but everything else is the same. Yeah,
so it's
crazy.
It's like the Rams Chargers.
It's like the Rams Chargers, exactly. Makes it's the West Coast version would be that, and the East Coast version would be that. You learn something new every day.
It makes it easier when it's Rams versus Chargers because they're just both at home.
Right.
There's no away game.
Do we have a quarterback controversy going on with White and Zach Wilson? Because Zach Wilson's out for a little bit. What's going on there? I mean, you tell me. You picked the Jets. You're the Jets connoisseur. You help me out here, please.
So now that the teams have tape on White, it's gonna go downhill.
Mm.
They're gonna start.
That's true.
Yeah.
what happened after the Titans loss or Titans win. You know, they lost by 7, then they got blown out by the Patriots by 54 points. So
exactly.
I think that because when you're playing at home, you got the home cooking, you got the crowds, you got people yelling out Jets, Jets,
all drunk.
Yeah. Exactly. With Fireman Ed, rallying everybody.
Exactly.
And everyone that has the thing that they have in common for the whole Jets is just the misery that since 1969, they haven't had the championship.
I mean, Joe Namath called it though.
No, he did.
He said we're gonna win the Super Bowl,
right? And that's
just
why
like I said, the
that's
Jets
why
should
all
beat the
those
Bengals.
people's fathers know what it's like to win, and so the Jets want to get back there, and they're so far back.
I know.
It's like they're just starting off on the racetrack, and then the winning horse just lapped them. It's not good. But don't worry, you'll get there. Get yourself a good jockey and a better horse. You know. All right. Let's see. All right. So you know who's number 26?
No. Who is it?
I'll give you one freaking guess.
Who? Give me a hint.
We were just talking about
it.
Yes, the
Giants. See, they got each other's back.
Yeah,
literally.
No, for sure. They're so infamous for destroying other teams' easy victories.
Chiefs. How does it feel?
They won against the Saints, and that's a big one in the Superdome. Because you got all that voodoo. I remember talking to my friend about this.
You were surprised about that too.
No, I wasn't surprised. I was just like, I'm gonna stay off of it because I feel freakiness going on.
Feast or famine.
And so it was feast and famine at the time, so I stayed off of it. And then with the Jets, Titans was the same week, and I was like, they don't have either one of their wide receivers. No, I'm off this game.
But the Jets.
Yeah. So I actually won that week because I stayed away from the New York teams. You don't want to mess with them, dude. Trust me, as a Niner fan, I know the stuff the Giants have done, dude. They've done us dirty, okay? Yeah.
That's as bad as the Cowboys.
Big underdogs against Joe Montana's led. How do we fucking deal with Montana and Rice and Bill Wall? Grab his hand and fucking break it on the ground. Boom! Just like concussions and
everything.
He's so fragile, dude. Joe Montana was awesome and the best quarterback of all time in the classic, versus.
Yeah, I love how you split it up. Like I told you, I suggested.
No, that's it. Yeah, because I'm still trying to hold on to a piece of
what
glory or the
Niners glory,
Niners glory, yeah.
The classic GOAT is Joe Montana, and then you got modern age is Tom Brady. Hands down
for sure. So
two GOATs.
I mean, if you looked at it, Montana with all his weapons, and then on the other side, you had Lawrence Taylor, and then you had Bill Parcells, and then Belichick grinding his teeth on the defense, and just you
can't do much.
Yeah,
get freaking LT for God's sake.
Yeah, exactly. So the defense has Belichick and LT, and then Bill Parcells has like a composite of parts that just we're gonna run the game, we're gonna play tight end set. Yeah, does that not sound familiar when you see Vrabel and Belichick?
Belichick's coaching tree comes from Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells, exactly.
He's part of the Bill Parcells tree.
And then the Walsh one is more catered to like Sean McVay and.
I love how you have offense versus defense.
Yeah.
Coaches. Yeah.
For sure.
Pedigree. Yeah.
All right. So, that's about it on them.
Yep.
Right. Okay. Number 25. The trick was Calvin Ridley saying he's got to deal with his mental issues right now, which in no way do I want to, make fun of or cap on because, that
probably shouldn't.
Yeah, because that shit's serious,
It is.
I get it,
Probably done, honestly. Football.
Yeah.
You said indefinitely.
I think sometimes we just get caught up so much in being fans that we just think football's everything. That's what it feels like sometimes, but it's not. Yeah. No. So I hope he gets better. And
Falcons.
Yeah, I don't hit easy targets like that.
No, you hit hard targets like me. Like when I call the Jets beating the Bengals.
Okay, so here
I like how you gloss over that.
This is fun. This is for my friend Dave out there, okay? Because I got him off of the Falcons. I'm like,
good. Get off
just
the
like how you will never bet on the Chargers type thing, Yeah. I'm the same way with telling Dave about the Falcons. So
never bet on the Dirty Birds.
And he's like, I don't know. I sort of like the Falcons. They've won the last two, and they're playing the Panthers. And I'm like, no, it's a trap, dude.
It's a trap. The Panthers. It's the Panthers.
You don't want to fuck with NFC South division games.
Rivalry.
We saw what happened with the Bucks and Saints game.
Yes.
And the Saints Falcons game, stay away.
Yes, that's a big
the Saints
rivalry.
Aren't going to win. In fact, I'm going to make the crazy prediction that the Falcons are going to win this week against the Saints.
Feast or famine.
Yeah. I don't care. Whatever. Use it as the point spread, but I'm going for the win. Anyways, because I've just seen that series too many times where...
And Panther. Rawr.
Yeah.
Panthers beat the Falcons. It's all NFC South.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fair. I think Kyle Pitts had 2 catches. I mean, Kyle Pitts is like one of the best tight ends we've seen in years, right? But when you have 3 people on him, when you could be like, okay, the linebacker or the slot corner's got him, and then the linebacker is going to be right there, and then the safety, it's just too much, you know? They don't have that many weapons.
Well, it's their only weapon they have.
The only weapon they have, exactly.
Like I said, double cover Tyreek Hill, triple cover Kyle Pitts. There you go. See? They listened to me. Good job, Panthers. Matt Rule, you listened. See, he listens in on our podcast.
This is a really interesting stat on the Falcons.
Yeah?
In 4 games, they've averaged 28 points.
Okay.
In 3, they've averaged 11.
Oh, wait, so they're just like the Saints. Feast or famine.
Yeah.
NFC South is
because
feast
we
or
talked
famine.
about the difficulties that they had on defense.
Yeah,
so
defense is kind of bad.
I mean, their defense. I mean, their offense only scored 10 points. You know, I mean, the defense
Can't
sort of
help
did their
the
job. I
defense.
mean, the defense sold them to 19 was actually a pretty good job. Yeah.
Shocked.
So, anyways, yeah, I even have right there Falcons win. Okay, number 24.
Almost out of the cellar.
Yeah,
So
almost
close.
out of the cellar. But I took this team and put them into the cellar because they were in purgatory.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Their trick was letting Jimmy G rush for 2 touchdowns.
Colts?
No, Bears.
Oh, Bears.
Yeah.
Well, how did he rush for... What does he think he's Kyler Murray? Get out of here with that crap. Get out of here.
He's running some quarterback option or something. Yeah, I was like, dude.
No.
You're the team that let Jimmy G score 2 rushing. I think he outrushed touchdowns on Justin Fields.
He did.
So we thought is it going to be Justin Fields or is it going to be Trey Lance? No, it's Jimmy G.
How do you feel as a Niners fan about that?
I don't know.
Like, what the heck,
I ended up watching the highlights, and then we'll talk to my cousin about the game.
Yeah.
But,
hilarious.
Yeah.
We still got time.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah. And you know what? For the Bears, they've lost some of their shine on defense. And I just think what do you think kills this team the most out of anything? And then I'll give you my point of view, or maybe we're on the same page.
Khalil Mack can't do everything by himself.
I think that's a small, minor part of the
I'm not
defensive
done.
problems. Okay,
I'm not
all
done.
right. Okay.
Khalil Mack can't do anything by himself.
All right.
The second problem is any kind of quarterback that can do rushing, like running.
Yeah.
They can't contain them at all. So it's just easy.
Oh, like Jimmy G.
Yeah. Yeah. He is mobile.
That's so bad. That's how bad they are that they can't stop Jimmy G rushing 2 touchdowns.
They're literally that bad.
I get your point.
Like, come on, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So they just fall apart against any mobile quarterback.
Are you not going to talk about the elephant in the room?
No, what's the elephant in the room?
Really?
Yeah, go ahead.
We go over the Bears, and we always give the same. Matt Nagy. His indecisiveness and what to plan and what to do and what to tell the sports media or his own team is terrible.
I know, he's going to be
Yeah,
fired.
and he's not even gearing the game towards... Most of the time Justin Fields takes off running, it's because it's Justin Fields running, you know? Nagy is holding back
the team.
Fields. He needs to go, dude. The Bears is like old school.
Hey, Bear fan, let's go back to the run.
You know
like
how hard
it
is to convince the Lions or the Bears or those teams that were the original 8 in the NFL back in 1832 or whatever. like 1920. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That was baseball.
Convince them
about.
to do whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Versus
pretty
other
hard.
teams that are willing to wheel and deal and let's try this.
Yes.
I mean, like, why do the Lions suck year after year? The ownership is just so misery and just so caught up in their old ways that they can't think ahead. You know? They're treating it like a business instead of an entertainment.
They are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, so that's what it is, which I'm sure you'll agree with me with Matt. Nagy. I call him the nagster. Oh, dude, you just sound like you're nagging, dude.
Yeah. So the one Bears fan that subscribed to us,
I don't want to disrespect him.
No, I was just telling you, dude. It's you gotta. You got to get rid of Nagy, man. I'm telling you.
Yes, exactly.
Right to your team, man.
Yeah,
tell him Nagy's got to go.
Justin Fields, I mean, you know what?
He loves Justin Fields.
Dude, as bad as, the 33-22, he was good at times. He was
Justin
running
Fields
around. And
he's the future.
Yeah, I put them in the same category of Jalen Hurts, Trey Lance, like those type of quarterbacks. Yeah. So, yeah, it's the future for sure. All right, the last one I kept in the cellar, okay?
If you put my Cardinals there, I'm killing you.
I have your Cardinals for 1 to... I put them in... Yeah, exactly.
The 23.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because you're a Homer Niner, that's why.
No. Don't you ever call me a Homer Niner, all right? Unless I was Nostradamus and had the third eye on my forehead and could see that you were going to lose the next 9 straight, I would not do that. You'll be surprised to where I have your cards, okay? You'll be like, I wasn't even that generous with my own cards, all right?
Yeah, okay.
So, F you Cardinals homer. All right. Let's get back to business here, okay? All right. I don't give a shit that you beat the Jags, okay?
Who is it? What the fuck? Who beat the Jags again? I forgot.
You figure that out, but they're peeking in, and you know what? What's coming up the next couple weeks is going to smash you right back in to the cellar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Let's just move on. Let's not even mention them. Let's move
You mean
on.
the Seahawks?
The Seahawks, yes.
31 to what, 3 or 7?
Yeah, that was 31-7. That was the treat. Geno Smith gets his first win.
Congrats, Geno Smith.
Yeah, and you know what? I know Russell Wilson's amazing. Sometimes almost overrated in a way because like they speak so highly of him.
Well, it's because that's all they have.
That's all they have, and he
so
does
it's not
make
really
the
overrated. It's
playoffs.
just all they have. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
He's more like what's it called? Over relied on.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a better word.
That's what it is.
Because they pine for him, and that's why they're
Right.
saying so great because that's all they have. So like, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Russell!
let me ask you this question, okay?
Yes.
Because actually their schedule is pretty soft. It's on the softer side.
Of course it is.
Okay. Their next 4 games.
Yeah.
What are their chances? Give me percentage-wise, because I love numbers.
Of course you do.
Of the Seahawks going from looking up from the cellar, you know, the last spot in the cellar dwellers,
Right.
getting up to the final 4. Not final 4, but the last 4 in.
Oh, you mean the wild card?
Yeah.
$49%.
Okay. I figure you go somewhere in the 40%, you know.
I was simming it.
Yeah, I would probably go like 56% because I looked
That's
at
too high.
I looked at their schedule, and besides playing NFC West, all the teams that they play the next couple weeks and towards the end of the season, they're very winnable games, especially if you have Russell Wilson back and they can figure it out.
Yeah, you say that, but if they're at home, they always play shitty.
I know, that's
true.
why
I'm already saying 49% is pretty generous.
that sounds that's
because they freaking blew it to the Titans, for God's sake.
How about if you jump on that same train of thought on the Chiefs? Now that we're at it.
And they have issues though, because the
I know.
Raiders
Well,
aren't going to
that's
let
why
go
I'm
of their
asking.
lead. Oh man, the Chiefs are going to fight with the Chargers for that last playoff spot. Wild card, because Raiders I think are probably going to get the division. Sorry,
sure.
Gruder McBolt, Raider haters.
You know,
No, the Raiders are the ones you have to knock off now.
Okay.
The AFC West has to knock down the Raiders now.
Oh,
They're
right,
in the
right.
lead.
Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly going to happen. So who gets the last spot between the Chargers and the Chiefs?
That's the thing. I don't know.
Oh,
Because
okay.
it depends on who beats the Raiders down.
Yeah.
You have to beat the Raiders now because
Yeah.
they're in front
That's
by a
true.
game, I think.
All right. So enough with the Seahawks.
The Seahawks. Sorry, Seahawks fans.
Yeah.
Me, the Cardinal fan and the Niner fan hate you.
Yeah,
okay?
we're locking you in the
Yeah,
cellar.
we're
dweller,
throwing you in the
exactly.
cellar.
All right, we live in different residencies.
We like the Rams just because Sean McVay. That's
Yeah,
why.
exactly. All right. Yeah, exactly. I know. Totally appreciate his genius. All right.
Yes.
Number 22.
Out of the
So,
cellar.
They can smell all the shit that's coming out of the cellar dweller.
Yeah.
They can smell that
So
stuff.
they know they're next if they're on the hot seat.
They got a tent right next to them. Okay.
Oh no.
What happens if I told you that the last 4 out of 5 games, this team has averaged 14 points on offense?
Ooh, I don't know who that is.
Okay. How about if I told you injuries have pretty much wiped out their offense and some of their defense?
Broncos?
We mentioned the Broncos in the cellar dweller. What the hell are they doing in purgatory?
I'd love to see your reaction every time I screw with you.
No, don't screw with me. Come on, time's valuable. You know, we got to put all these minutes to use.
I don't know who it is. Please enlighten me. Who's this out of the cellar? Come on.
Okay.
Who is it?
It's the Browns, dude.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How are the Browns this low? What happened?
They're 4-4, dude. And
We need to go back to our other
and
power
they're
ranking.
they're playing the Bengals.
We had them in top
And
10.
I know, and the Bengals are going to take care of
my
business because they're
God.
playing in Cincinnati. Okay. Burrow could do something about it if he wants, because any great quarterback could bring it upon himself. I know it's a team sport and all that bullshit that they sell you, but
So, excuse the language.
yeah, exactly. But Baker can't do anything about it because he's injured and he's not right in the head. And OBJ wants a divorce from him, but the Browns won't give it to them. And oh, it's a freaking mess. Okay, your landlords, who was the Steelers, cashed the check on your ass this last week. Anyways, sorry, Browns. Yeah, I mean,
Super Bowl. This is
the thing.
Draft day.
This is the thing. Okay, this is the NFC North. No, it's AFC North. AFC North. Yeah.
Yes, Steelers,
Okay.
Ravens. Yeah.
Every freaking person has their hand in the cookie jar. The Bengals are like, no, I want that awesome chocolate chip cookie, and the Ravens are like, no, yeah, exactly. And then the Steelers like
ching, ching,
4
ching,
and 3
ching,
winners
ching.
of the last 3, and they're like, oh, not these guys. I thought that they realized that they weren't the king of the throne anymore.
And then you got
the cellar dweller of the AFC North.
The Browns.
The Browns. Exactly.
Welcome to the dog pound. Woof,
Yeah,
woof, woof,
yeah,
woof.
exactly. Woof, woof.
Woof,
Bow
woof.
wow.
It smells down here. Woof.
Yeah. Anyways, so just asking you, who do you think is going to win between the Bengals and the Browns, being in Cincinnati?
Bengals.
Yeah, me too.
The Browns.
The
have
good enough
a lot
with
to
that,
prove.
let's bring it back to betting, is that the Bengals are a small favorite over the Browns, so you can inflate that number with a super teaser.
Take the Bengals and the points. There's no way the Browns are going to beat them. You still got time before you can.
Okay.
What? You still got time.
Nothing. Okay. All right. Number 21.
Who's also pitched a tent near the cellar.
Yeah, because you don't know where these guys are going. Are they going up? Are they going down? Are they going to lose by a field goal? Are they going to win by a field goal? Do I need to give you more? Oh, dang. Okay. I just want to know how the quarterback and the coach celebrated this tough loss.
Vikings.
Yes, the Vikings. Like, if you don't get in with this one, then go, dude. I'll do the rest of the podcast myself, okay? I will talk to the listener. I will tell them what you were thinking of saying, okay? Or yes, the Vikings. Some guy...
Skull!
Some guy named Cooper, right? Coop was playing quarterback. It was funny on this point spread. The Cowboys were -2.5. Oh, Dak might not play. I don't think he's gonna play. Oh, we'll flip it over to the Vikings.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost would have been better if the Vikings were an underdog going into it, because then they might have won. But as a favorite, and it was low scoring. And I mean, you got to give credit to this defense. Like the defense, and dude, I saw Zeke Elliott, and sometimes you'll see a picture of a play, and I'm like, that Zeke Elliott looks like at the end of his touchdown, he's saying, Buckeye! Because he's got that Ohio State thing going early years. Yeah. Have you seen him run lately? Where, like, he's still churning yards, but there's, like, 3 dudes on him.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, you have Trayvon Diggs,
yep.
shutting down half the field. Like, you really want to throw that way. Notice he didn't get an interception last game. I don't think he did.
Yeah, because they didn't throw that way. The Vikings didn't throw. Like, no,
exactly. This
Cooper.
half of the field, you got to play on half a field, dude. So you're like,
you're not even looking that way anymore. You're just looking the other way.
Exactly, yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
You just have that wide receiver run an out route away, so that way the rest of the field is safe from him. Force him to the sideline. Yeah. So funny.
Yeah, so another close game for the Vikings. And
Cowboys
one thing that I want to say is that Rodgers has it so easy. I mean, he's 7-1, and he's like, the Bears, a rookie? Yeah, right. Rookies don't beat me. The Lions?
Nah.
Nobody is going to lose to the Lions.
I feel
especially
bad for them. Yeah.
And then the Vikings, like, oh, man, I hope we catch them on the right day, but F the Vikings, because...
reasons.
Right. All right, number 20. Okay. Attached at the hip. That's all I'm going to say.
Broncos.
Yep. They lost 4 straight. They played really good defense.
You still haven't caught on what I said. I said Broncos. It's Panthers.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, the Broncos are attached to the Panthers, and the Broncos are number 20. Yeah. Okay. So what are you trying to say?
I said Broncos earlier, and you said they were in the salad dollars.
Oh, right. Okay.
So now I caught you that you lied. See, guys, on the Sports Truth, the truth will set you free when I call him out and catch his ass.
Hold on.
You called me out and said, "Oh, you said the Broncos."
Wait a minute.
That's what you said.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. My apologies.
Oh,
sorry, dude. Okay,
the shoe's on the other foot.
I can recognize the errors of my way. Sorry about that. Yeah. Maybe
That's why I looked at
I
you
think
weird.
what it was is my mind was thinking the Broncos have been bad for so long.
Yeah.
How could they be anywhere but cellar dweller? But
Exactly.
yeah,
No,
they
it's
did.
fine.
They did enough.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They won.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I guess the big news of that isn't even dealing necessarily with the Broncos organization. It's that they shipped Von Miller off to the Rams.
You know, I'm trying to get the Cardinals to win NFC West, and you bastards keep putting on defensive players. Now I have to deal with Aaron Donald and Von Miller. Come on.
That's an arms race between the Cards and the Rams.
Yes.
And so for them to get an extra person on the line to rush your Kyler Murray,
yes,
it does suck, you know.
Oh, come on.
I'm not so worried so much because for as strong as the Rams get sometimes, the Niners just sort of have an edge on them sometimes. Like there's so many times where my friends were like, hey, the Rams are going to beat the Niners, right? It's only a touchdown. And then,
like, no.
and then all of a sudden the Niners flip the script and they end up winning by more than you thought. So like for whatever reasons, the Rams don't scare me as much as the Seahawks because the Seahawks is a certain death for a 49er fan. The Cards like, oh, it could go this way, it could go that way.
Buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways,
the Cards just
I mean, I think the Broncos got fat because they picked up a second and third round pick. So
yeah.
And this is the reason. As soon as I heard this, I'm like, Broncos are going to win. Probably not going to bet on it, but you know, makes for an interesting. Jerry Jeudy and some of the other Broncos on offense were coming back.
Yeah.
I think that was the main reason that they ended up winning. Jerry Jeudy's huge. I mean, he's like the CD Lamb of the Broncos.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
It's almost time.
Yeah, almost time. Okay, hold on a second. All right. All right. This next team. Their trick was Carson Wentz throwing an interception on the 1 yard line, which I didn't think was possible.
Really? You didn't watch the Super Bowl with the Seahawks versus the Patriots?
No,
or
but
watch the Packers beating my Cardinals at the 10 yard line? On the bastard.
No, but I mean,
you know what I meant.
I mean, Carson.
It's really close.
He was in the end zone and he was getting.
Other way around.
Yes.
Oh.
180.
I thought you
flip
were,
it. Like
I was like,
no,
what?
No. It ain't anywhere close to that. It's the exact opposite. So he's in the end zone and then he tosses it up in the air. The guy catches it on the 1 yard line. I mean, that has got to be the shortest interception for a touchdown
in all time.
Ever.
It
all
is.
time.
It is.
I'm trying to go through my brain of memories and I'm like, you're on the 1 yard line and then someone intercepts you on the 1 yard? Is that freaking possible?
It's one.
Yeah.
It rounded to one.
Right, so one. Yeah.
It's the shortest interception of all time.
All time.
Yeah,
for sure.
You got it.
Because the other ones can tie it. Yeah. But yeah, they had a 14-0 lead and they gave the game away to the Titans. You know, winner of 3 impressive victories.
But they might have lost Derrick Henry.
But they might. We'll talk about that later. Too soon.
I know.
All right.
You know, it's too soon that COVID joke you made about Among Us costumes. Yeah, you didn't think I'd forget, huh?
All right. The next team is. What was I going to say? Let's see.
It's Colts, and then the next one is whatever after the Colts.
Yes. Okay. So we need to get rid of the notion that Hurts needs to be replaced. He scored 44 points for you guys. Again, I know it's against the Lions, so pump the brakes. But and you know what? Next year is technically his third year because he started at the end of his rookie year, and this is his like faux first year. And then but he's gonna blow up next year. Just you're gonna be bad enough to get good draft picks because you're not gonna have a winning record.
Yeah.
Load them up on the offense, guys. Fuck the defense. Just let Hurts take it. You know.
You know, I have the opposite thing of you. You want to load the offense. I'm saying teams
for right now, and then you catch up with the defense.
All the cellar dwellers need to load up on defense, like Matt Rule's been doing. Trust me.
That's true. That's a valid point.
All the bad teams, trust me, because your poorest defense sucks. But yeah, Eagles, you're right in the middle. Meh. Middling again.
All right. So
130.
All right, perfect. One more, and then we'll go to it. Okay.
Right.
The trick on this one, and it is a pretty bad trick.
Oh no.
Was Sam Darnold getting smashed at the 5 yard line? Did you see it, dude? I like that he's a white dual threat quarterback.
Racist. Just kidding.
But to get smashed like that, I mean, it's lucky that they ended up winning with I forget what his name is, like Paul something.
Paul Blart, Mall Cop. They picked him up at the mall. Yeah, go Panthers. You're out of the cellar again.
So you know what? It was Matt Rule doing his sneaky win. Like, you know what? I mean, if you put a gun in my head, I probably would have said the Falcons. You know, to win the game. I think that's what we both.
But it's the Dirty Birds.
Yeah. So yeah. And then you know what? The treat is going to bring Christian McCaffrey back.
Yes, soon.
That'll be their Christmas.
Exactly.
Okay. I know we skipped over Thanksgiving, or you could be thankful for Thanksgiving for having Christian McCaffrey.
Exactly.
All right. Next on their list. We're going to have to call my cousin.
Oh, it's the Niners.
Yeah. Oh, well, why would you say that?
It has to be the Niners. Because
right.
you said we're going to talk about
All right.
Niners as a cousin.
Should I put it up like this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Put it on speaker.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You're going to call and put it on speaker?
Call John G.
John G.
So his initials are JG.
That's funny.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yep.
Which side should I put up? That side? Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good. We're just doing the podcast right now.
You're on air.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. So we're doing the power rankings right now, and we've come up to number 16. That's where I have the 49ers.
Okay.
Yeah. That which sounds about right? Where would you place the Niners in the power rankings if you were doing the power rankings?
That's about right. It's actually kind of funny that you guys have them there.
Well, I thought they're better than half the teams in the NFL, and then then there's half the NFL that's better than them right now.
Yeah, I can't quite figure them out right now. That's the problem, right? And the Bears game is kind of a mystery to me because you kind of see some flashes of what Shanahan had been doing before, right? His genius play calling, but again, they played the Bears.
Right, but the Bears still got a decent defense.
They do, but the statistics certainly paint a picture, right? They got 467 total yards, 322 passing yards, 145 rushing yards, right?
Yeah.
And they average about 8.6 yards per play on Sunday. So it's I keep going back to this 2019 performance that this team had because that's what I want to keep seeing come back, and we haven't been able to achieve. Right?
Yeah.
We went to the Super Bowl, and they've been trying to get back to that, for a number of years now, right?
Yeah.
Seasons. And obviously we had the injuries, and it was a pandemic season and all that, but the 49ers were unstoppable, right?
Yeah, 33 points. That's a lot of points. I don't care how you score them.
They had 8 plays of 20 or more yards.
Yeah.
And there were 7 straight plays that resulted in a first down or a touchdown.
Now, did you see this being in the 30s, or were you thinking more this is like a 2017, one team's gonna pull away from the other team?
That's what I thought, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for another injury. I was waiting for us to code, like we normally do.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of one of my predictions for the rest of the year. But, this is what good teams do when they play bad teams, right? So you want to see the 49ers play like a good team, right? And that's basically, what I walked away from when I saw that. So they deserve all the credit.
Okay.
For a good game played against, a Bears team that was short Khalil Mack.
But you are playing in Soldier Field, and they got a good defense. And Justin Fields, he's got the same threat level as like a Jalen Hurts. So that's why I was thinking the Niners would win because they were essentially playing Jalen Hurts.
No, I agree. It was really interesting too because the defense has been kind of a bright spot for us, and we had some injuries on the defense, and we got our rookie stud safety who reminds me of Troy Polamalu. Right?
Oh yeah, is he playing? I've been waiting for him to play all year.
Yeah, he played.
Oh, good. Dang, dude, why have they kept him on the bench all year? Effing D'Amico Ryans. Robert Saleh would have had him out there, dude. He looked so good in preseason. I was like mini Troy Polamalu.
I agree. If it's like Robert Saleh, I think this is a different defense.
I do too. I know, dude. D'Amico Ryans, how many times does he blitz, dude? I think I can count it on one hand. He's.
I just don't trust him, right? So you got this rookie out there, his first NFL start for the 49ers, right? He had a full day of work. So I think he played something like 70 snaps total and maybe a few plays on the special teams, right?
Yeah.
But he was actually the reason why they locked down the Bears. No shit.
Dude, when I saw him in preseason, I was like, dude, start this guy. This guy's a difference maker. He's in on every play. Fire the guy who hasn't started him since day one. And it's probably D'Amico Ryans, but it just frustrates me.
It is. And the funny thing is that the 49ers this season, the defense has played, they played well, right? Not the best, not what we've been used to the past couple of years with Robert Saleh there, but decent, right? They haven't completely lost control.
Right. No, for sure.
On top of the fact that, Kyle Shanahan John Lynch, and put some blame on him as well. They have not really prioritized the secondary
Yeah.
in the past many years, right? So you're seeing it right now, and it's going to get worse, right? Because I think I forget what the number count is at the top of my head, but it's high, right? Of how many free agents we're going to have next season. So this is a very, very important season for us to really try to win, right?
Yeah.
Get to the playoffs and maybe get back to the Super Bowl, because we're in trouble next year. So maybe they'll address it then. But anyways, yeah, this guy played great. Talanoa Ufanga, I'm sure I butchered his name, but he's like mini Troy Polamalu.
Totally, for
Cardinals
sure.
fan is sweating now. Uh-oh. You know, I like how you guys are playing me next week, and I don't have Kyler
yeah,
Murray.
so next week's game is going to be the Cards at the Niners. Yeah, and then I heard my buddy Chris is a big Cards fan, and he says that Kyler Murray's not playing. So, I think at least that would give the Niners a shot.
Yeah, I think we have a chance.
A chance, right.
You have a chance.
Which we didn't have before.
We did not. I think we did. Not with the way that the Cardinals are playing with Kyler Murray behind center, right?
Yeah.
But we have injuries on the Cards side, so that's in our favor. It's not even just Kyler, right? It's
right,
J.J.
yeah.
Watt, right?
Yeah, J.J. Watts is out, yeah.
J.J. Watt ate us alive.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I told you.
I know. This is all the stuff that that my friend Chris said, that the J.J. Watts was just, I know, he's just a bull rushing up the middle, and
He is.
I think he's one of the ones that batted down one of the Niners' key fourth down plays. Yeah.
He did. Yeah, I remember that specifically. I just remember J.J. Watt's face on my television screen. So, it's pretty scary, man. He's a scary-looking, guy, man. He's big,
Yeah.
Angry, wants to hurt Trey Lance, right? But he was in our backfield all day, and with Kyler out, right?
Yeah.
Will Kyle Shanahan get his mojo back? Because people are saying, oh, maybe he got his mojo back after the Bears game. Maybe, I don't know. That is 2019-esque play calling Shanahan, which you saw in the Bears game, right? So we played that again, and yes. And then you have some injured players possibly coming back to us, because right now what I'm reading is George Kittle.
Yeah, I heard he was coming back.
My guy, right?
Okay.
Fucking Robbie Gold, right? Because our kicker.
Yeah, our kicker's sort of important.
Right?
Yeah.
We may be able to win some down the stretch, right? Sneak into the playoffs.
Right, yeah, for sure. Like a 10-7, type scenario. But what was I gonna say? It's always sort of doom and despair ever since the 49ers lost to the Chiefs, which is why I was cheering against the Chiefs last night, because I wanted them to lose just to know what it feels like. But
jeez.
What was I gonna say? Okay, so let's talk about some of the bright spots of the 49ers. What are you thinking of our 6th round pick, Elijah Moore?
Oh, so you mean Elijah Mitchell?
Oh, Mitchell, yeah, because there's another one that's like Elijah Moore, but I think
he is definitely really making a name for himself. Right now on the year, he's got about 433 yards, right?
Yeah.
The thing with the 49ers is that if you look at kind of the Kyle Shanahan philosophy, right, it starts with fast and athletic players.
Yeah.
That's what he likes, which blows my mind when I think about all the drama leading up to the draft with Mac Jones,
Yeah.
Lance, and Justin Fields, because then it's the way his thinking collapses on itself, right? If you think that way.
Yeah.
Because Mac Jones, that's who he wanted. Which now I'm kind of jealous because Mac Jones.
I know. Yeah, no, I see that.
But he likes to run the ball, right? Assert dominance, control the clock.
Yeah.
Defense is honest, opening up more space, right? Loves to run the outside zone.
Yeah.
Loves to play action passes. But the problem is the QB position, right?
Yes.
You know what I want? I want the 2019 Jimmy G QB version, the one we saw in the wild card game against the Drew Brees-led Saints team in the Saints house.
Yeah.
49ers
Yes.
Like 48 to 40 something, right?
Yeah.
We won. I think it was 46. Jimmy G was just fucking gunslinging, right?
Yeah.
If he had played like that in the Super Bowl, we actually would have probably won against KC. But the truth is that Jimmy G is just inconsistent, and that is the real issue.
I know. And he can't throw the deep pass, and he's not very mobile.
Right. Doesn't have the deep arm. He's not very mobile. He scored 2 touchdowns against the Bears. I don't give a shit, right?
Yeah. Okay, so you get to start whoever you want at quarterback this week. Who do you start? Do you start Jimmy G? Does he give us the best chance, or do you start Trey Lance against Colt McCoy? That's when Chris told me the backup quarterback was Colt McCoy. I started laughing. I was like, yes, we got a chance this week.
Yeah. No, I know. I remember watching Colt McCoy play in college. I was like, wow, he's pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, he can play. But I'd pick Trey Lance, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Situation.
Yeah.
They're all very specific, and it dictates which routes they run or how they will block.
Yeah.
You see the same bunch formation could yield dozens of options, right?
All right, can I ask you a question then? Can I ask you a question? If Shanahan's so in love with the run and the philosophy, how come at key points in games or important games he goes to passing it and just abandons the run? I don't
get that.
Okay, all right. I thought I was the only person that didn't get it. All right.
No, that's actually it. If you look at the total statistics right now for the year of rushing yards, you have like our third, I think it was like our third round pick, Trey Sermon. He has like 135 yards, right? Remember, Elijah Mitchell was like selected, I think, in the fifth or the sixth.
Yeah,
round.
fifth or sixth round, right?
Total steal, right? But Trey Lance has I think more yards than Trey Sermon right now on the ground. Think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because Trey Sermon was supposed to be the guy that was going to come revive the run game, and it ended up being Elijah Mitchell. Oh, and then the other one that it would be a shame not to talk about because he's breaking Jerry Rice's records and Randy Moss's records.
Yeah.
And he's just always wide open. It's the craziest thing. Like, dude, why is he 20 yards ahead of everybody? Debo Samuels. Debo!
Yeah, it's crazy, man. If you look at this, again, going back to the stats.
Yeah.
I love data. I like
Me too, dude.
Both
I
of
geek
you.
out on that stuff.
So like receiving yards, Debo Samuel is getting close to 1,000 yards. The
Wow.
next most yardage
Uh-huh.
at this point is George Kittle with 227 yards. Think
Dang.
about that. He's literally Debo Samuel is our fucking offense.
Yeah, for sure. I know, and then I saw you catch like a 2-point conversion or something like that, and then but I was like, okay, he's alive. He's not.
I don't know what's going on with that man because I think he's a stud, right?
Yeah.
His rookie year, he was just.
Yeah, he had a great rookie year. Cut short, but still.
There's a mystery around that. I can't quite figure out. I've been trying to figure out like what's going on. They're not really disclosing a lot, but he's obviously in Shanahan's doghouse for some reason. I can't figure out.
That's it. I know Shanahan does have a doghouse. He has a doghouse, and then he's got like a favorite house. Remember, like with Tevin Coleman and.
Oh my god! Please.
Time to.
Dude,
time
I will
to
never.
double him.
If I was interviewing Shanahan right now, I
Yeah.
would say how after Mostert had 4 touchdowns and 220 yards in the NFC Championship that he doesn't start the next game and it's the focal point of your whole offense and you don't start him until the second quarter because you start Tevin Coleman. Could you please answer me that? I would just keep grilling him until he fucking cried, you know?
I know, and it's funny because he likes these fast and athletic players.
Uh-huh.
It's a favorite house. I agree because with the philosophy, you think that's what he leans to. He does it with his offensive linemen, right? He likes
Yeah.
smaller, he likes faster, right? It didn't make any sense with that pickup, but
I'm just glad he's gone. Hey, is Jeff Wilson Jr. coming back anytime soon?
Yeah, that's what they're looking at right now. It looks like the window is opening up for these guys. So players coming back potentially are George Kittle, Jeff Wilson Jr., and Robbie Gould. So,
Wow, that would be huge. I mean, to have our kicker back, our tight end, and running back that is sort of a spark.
It's a trap game.
It's a trap game.
So
what do
4
you,
touchdowns.
so what do you I mean, do you think that the NFC West what do you think of the other teams in the NFC West?
You know, obviously the Cards and the Rams are both playing very strong right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I honestly I think the NFC West power resides with the Rams, right? They are literally throwing everything at acquiring players. They just got Von Miller. I know he's got.
So do you think that's a difference maker, getting Von Miller?
I don't think it's a difference maker, but I think what you see with the Rams is that they want to win and they want to win now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We'll give you a first, second, third, fourth round pick for last year. You start in the 5th, you know. I hope it catches up with them eventually. And Matthew Stafford's on the older side and will be out soon. So.
Yeah, absolutely. He's playing well though. I mean, you got a lot of older players on there. You got Deshaun Jackson as well.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing well, right? I think it's the Rams to lose at this point.
I mean, they did lose my Cardinals. They'd beat the crap out of them, blow them out. It's fine.
Well, you better hope that they don't play soon, and that it's after
Murray gets back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Murray gets back. And then, are you enjoying as much as I am the Seahawks' miserable season? At, what is it, 2-5 or 2-6 or 3-5?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's 3-5.
Yeah, there's nothing that I enjoy more
Uh-huh.
than, seeing Pete, right? Realizing that this may be the end, right?
Yeah, chewing on his
Seahawks.
gum even harder.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I enjoy that the most. That's probably the team I hate the most out of
Me too, dude.
Both of you.
And it sucks that like they own us, you know. I think Russell Wilson's like 16-4, and we haven't won since 2013. I think we were still playing back in Candlestick back then, so it's like it's crazy.
Yeah, they own us. I hate saying it.
I know, right? I know. Like you could take a Cardinals win, or you could take a Rams win, even though it seems like we own the Rams. I'm not scared of the Rams next week. I think if somehow we can get past the Cardinals because Colt McCoy's in there, then I think that they can handle the Rams. Because I had put 2 L's in there, but the whole Kyler Murray not playing changes everything.
Yeah, and of course, we don't get the Seattle version without Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, exactly. We don't get to play Geno Smith. Yeah.
Injured like we played them.
I know. Yeah, that would never happen.
Jesus, man. So I think that Seattle game, we're going to lose that one in Seattle. So
probably will.
We'll be back by then.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? I got to give it up to John because he went 5-1 this week on picks.
Really?
He took the Cowboys. He took the Titans. He took the Saints in an upset, which was a big one. I don't think a lot of people. I thought it was gonna be a close game, but. And let's see what else. I think his only bad pick was the Chargers, which is everybody's bad pick.
Yeah, I never picked the Chargers.
Man, I was so disappointed in that. I was like, Mac Jones. It makes me sad because I don't want to see Mac Jones win.
I know,
I right? See his face, right?
Dude, it was funny because I was watching the Brady Belichick game, right? And there's Mac Jones with his ugly face, and I'm like, dude, I don't want you on the Niners. But then, and I had a big bet on Brady, and then I wanted this to sort of add to Brady's legacy. And then that's when we saw Steve Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick's son.
You know what I'm talking about? The guy who makes the weird ugly, faces with the mullet. Oh my god, dude. Yeah. I was like, I just suffered through that game, and luckily it was a doink off of the field goal thing.
Yeah. But that Tampa Saints game, man, I was sweating bullets.
Yeah.
And I don't like seeing Tom Terrific lose. I actually love.
No, for sure. I know you always said that you're a big fan of his. I am too.
Always. Even when he's the Patriots. And
yeah.
What really is insult to injury is just finding out more and more as they leak it that the 49ers had a shot.
I know, dude. That's so sad.
He's the one who said that you guys are bitches.
Yeah, I know. He said Garoppolo was the bitch. Basically. Yeah, come on. Exactly. Yeah. I know. That's just sad. I mean, that would have been the perfect ending to it, Like, I just think that there's some, like, egomaniacal, narcissistic tendencies that Kyle Shanahan, like, if I read his psychological profile, I would just find a lot of interesting stuff. Because, like they say, with the genius comes the madness. And that's why you get into, like, why would he do that if he's so smart, I don't know. That's just me being a psychologist,
No, I agree. I can sum up the Niners season at this point.
Okay.
Just poor, inconsistent QB play.
Yeah.
The injury at the running back position when Boster went.
Yes, just unraveled.
To be honest, like that was it right there. When that happened, I was like, we're fucked, right?
Yeah, because Mostert looked so good. I was telling you, Mostert looked like NFC Championship Mostert.
I know, right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate, like 3 runs that he had, I was like, oh my god, he's running perfect,
And injury.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sad.
Injury, right? And then penalties, man. Like I have my caps lock on for that word because like the penalties had
penalties
this year with the secondary play and all the pass interference and.
Yeah, I mean, you just throw it up and it's a pass interference call.
Yep. And then lastly, it's just really some weird out of character play calling or roster decisions, really, that continue to hurt us further, either from Kyle Shanahan and just team management on the John Lynch side as well. But it's Kyle Shanahan's team.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, Shanahan brought Lynch aboard versus the GM bringing the coach aboard, and then the owner's sort of absent-minded, and it's more the nephews. The what do they call themselves? The Bartolo nephews.
Oh God.
Yeah. So there's a lot of hands in the cookie jar, but no one really leading it, I guess, but Kyle Shanahan. So it makes for difficult decisions sometimes as a 49er
really
fan.
Funny because we had some trade activity. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Oh yeah, who I think we got a defensive lineman, which sounds good.
Yeah.
So the fire sale with the Texans.
Oh yeah.
I told you the Texans.
Yeah.
The 49ers basically added I think Charles Omen Ihu. I've never.
Yeah.
But he's been traded for a 6th rounder in 2023.
That's fine, dude. 6th, 7th round, give them all away. I don't care. I mean,
I know,
yeah.
We need it, right? We need help on the line.
Yeah.
He's pushing 300 pounds.
He's actually pretty good too.
Yeah, a nice rotation piece.
Absolutely, you need that.
And then Kinlaw, dude, he's gone for the season.
Exactly.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, every time.
Oh,
It
man.
makes a difference.
I know he
It gets
does.
healthy. Once you lose your back, you're done, man.
That's
Like,
so
you lose
true.
your back,
I know. All the great ones did lose their back in the end. That's how Charles Haley went out. I think that's how Reggie White went out. I mean, yeah, the back gives out.
I wouldn't be surprised if he retires after this year because there's just no way. I mean, he didn't play for a whole season almost, and he said he was ready. And they're still limiting him because he's still injured. So then Kinlaw being out, which to be honest, I think he's a bust.
He is a total bust. Yes, because there was issues on him before they even drafted him that they were talking about, and then I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a bad decision, and we've had so many of those. So I'm starting to lose a little faith right now.
Yeah.
And this head coach, so we'll see what happens. But maybe Kyle Shanahan's got his mojo back. We'll see. But I think the Cards, we have a chance. But after that, like I said, I think we may sneak into the playoffs.
So what are you thinking? Like a 10-7 sneak?
Yeah, that's on the high end.
That's on the high end. Yeah, I know. I agree. Yeah,
that's top.
Okay, so John, what's the one team that you want to play in the playoffs, being a wild card, and what's the one team you don't want to play in the NFC in the wild card game? Like to where yeah. Why are you laughing?
That's so hard because I feel like because what I was going to say is that I don't think there's anyone I want to play because I'm probably going to lose.
So who would be the worst team to lose to among all those teams? That's what I'm trying to get to.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like you're like, no, that team
answer.
pounded us into the ground. That team made us look stupid, and they get to go on. Yeah, I think Chris knows the answer. I mean, I sort of have mine. I'm just sort of curious what yours is.
Oh, shit, man. I don't know.
Can I say it?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Can I think about that for like 1 minute?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Here's a hint. They're America's team.
If you lose to Tampa Bay only because of Tom Brady.
Yeah. No, that one might be an easy one. Like, okay, well.
Okay, I got one.
Okay.
They're playing so good right now. Because like the Green Bay Packers game really pissed me off earlier.
Oh yeah, the 37 seconds. That's what we quoted as.
And everything with Aaron Rodgers, although I like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And his crazy fucking face.
Yeah, me too, for sure. I can appreciate it too.
He's up there with Bill Belichick's son. I mean, you gotta.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's true with the expressions. I agree with you there.
Yeah, he's got the lazy eye. I always send you that meme. I don't know if you.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
Right? 'Cause he's crazy, right? But I think the Packers were hurt the most because I always want to beat them so bad.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers, he has this like deep-seated hatred against us because we didn't take him in the draft.
Yeah, no, for sure. It always comes up.
And it's always like I'm gonna make you pay for it, right? I'm just like, fuck you, we're gonna make you pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. So that would be the most satisfying, like, upset. Like, even if you didn't make it to the next playoff game,
I think so.
or get past
Here's
it.
the real answer.
Yeah,
The Cowboys.
the Cowboys. Yeah, it would be tough to see the Cowboys beat us up.
Yeah, those feelings that I used to have against the Cowboys, 90s, 80s,
Yeah.
because they're just not a team to hate for me.
No, for sure. I sort of feel that way too. Like when I see, Dak and Zeke, and it's a fun team to watch. So yeah, I don't have the same.
Yeah, I agree. I feel the same way. That's how I see it too. That's because I kind of put myself in that perspective as well when I'm watching teams. I'm watching the players and they're but it's the Packers, man.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You're right, because they're the ones that unraveled our season. Had we gone 3-0, then we probably could have taken the next loss, and then I don't know. I think it just would have worked out differently,
37 seconds.
Yeah. And I always hate when we play Arizona, Los Angeles, Seattle.
Hi.
Yeah, the division. Yeah, well, the Seahawks definitely aren't going to be there, so there's a chance maybe the Rams.
Or the Cardinals.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking on the Rams because I just think for whatever reason we match up well with them. But yeah, the Cardinals is a different situation.
Waves at you, Murray.
Cool. Well, hey, John, thanks for all the info.
Yeah, thanks for joining the Sports Truth.
Yeah, the Sports Truth. And
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
yeah, definitely.
All right, man.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right.
Yeah. Bye.
Okay.
Well, that was Milton's cousin, right?
Yes.
John.
Yeah.
He has rather colorful language. I'll give you that one.
Yeah. Can you tell we're cousins?
Oh, I can tell. I can tell he's a big nerd like you.
Totally.
All the stats. And
Oh,
all the
yeah,
numbers.
all that stuff,
Oh
yeah.
God.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna keep moving on
From
here.
16 to 15.
Yeah, to 15. This team, okay, so the 15 spot is like you're looking in on.
So they're on the stairs going to the second floor, looking through the little slit on the second floor door.
Yeah,
right.
Because,
They're like, let me in.
Yeah, exactly. Because the next are the final four that are in.
Yeah.
For the playoffs, and this team could easily sneak in there. They're on a roll, dude. Patriots.
The Cardinals in me wants to kill you.
Why?
You can't put the Patriots up. Their season was over with, and then suddenly, playoffs.
No, I didn't say the season was over
Not
last
you.
week. I mean,
Not you.
oh, yeah.
ESPN and everybody else.
Yeah.
The Patriots season's over. I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's Emperor Belichick.
I'm just saying, when your losses are impressive.
Yes.
Which they were great.
They
with
were.
the
Bucks and the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, that right there is the NFC Championship game, right? I mean, possibly. I know I'm
the
leaving
Cowboys
your cards and the Rams.
How dare you?
But, I mean...
Possible.
Yeah,
Cowboys versus Bucks.
One of the few teams that when they have tiers, usually the last tier is 5 to 6 teams that could win the Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
So I would
those
put
two are
the
Super
Bucks
Bowl tier
and Cowboys in that category.
You're welcome, ESPN.
I mean, I guess the trick that they played on the Chargers.
Yeah, somehow.
There was a couple tricks. One of them was intercepting Herbert in the end zone.
That made me angry. Again, first Murray and now Herbert. My boy Murray and my boy Herbert both got picked up in the end zone.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
That's true. And if
cursed.
that wasn't the worst part of it...
Here's the worst part.
What?
No, go ahead. Say it. That's what I'm saying. Here's the worst part.
I'm going to tell you what the worst part is.
That's
the worst part was the bleeding of the clock. Like, they never went out of bounds. Like, even with 5 minutes left, they would, like, slide or they would fall down.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Belichickian, to its most, you know? Belichickian on a...
smart.
What's that guy with the M word?
Moriarty from...
No, not Moriarty.
I know, he's Moriarty, though. He is. He's evil Moriarty. He's smart. He's an evil genius.
Machiavellian? Is that how it's said?
Machiavellian, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what Belichick and the Patriots were that game.
They always do that to the Chargers. They own the Chargers.
Well, there's an interesting stat. They were 6-0 against the spread.
Yep.
Against the Chargers since 2010. Now it's 7-0.
No,
so,
thanks. Poor Chargers.
What my gut and brain was telling me was take the Patriots, which on points they were getting like plus 17.5.
Yeah.
But almost take them for the win. But I didn't because it was Halloween. My buddy Matt Gucciani was reviving the role of Boltman out there with his lady being Cleopatra.
Yeah.
And there was just that hope that maybe on Halloween, out of all days, we could reverse the curse, you know?
Yeah, reverse the curse! Yeah.
But it didn't happen that way.
Belichick's I am the curse.
The funny part is that they solved the running game, and they actually held the Patriots to like just under 4 yards a carry. But it was other crucial mistakes.
Yeah, it happens. The Chargers are going to be the Chargers again this year.
Well,
even with Staley, I just seen it now. 2 games in straight now. They look bad.
I know it's.
What the hell happened?
I wouldn't be willing to go that far.
This next game they have to win.
Oh, they better beat the Eagles, or else I'm
over.
I'm throwing a little dirt on them and being like, okay, maybe it was too soon, Staley. Sorry that I was like having you go to SoFi in the Super Bowl and be the greatest coach of all time. I was going ESPN on you. I'm sorry.
You were. Yeah, you
just
better be
sorry. ESPN goes Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mahomes barely beat the Giants. I don't want to hear it.
He's the best quarterback of all time.
No,
you don't understand.
Not.
That's what the stats say. Okay.
No.
Okay. All right,
Joe
fine.
Montana and Tom Brady.
All right,
fine. Get the fuck out of here.
How dare you speak against the ESPN gospel truth, you know? But
because I'm going to be like Luther and put my words on the door.
You're going to like
the real Martin Luther.
You can no longer give us lies.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I have anything else to say about the
Cheatriots? Yeah, we know.
You know, I mean... They lay 54 on the Jets.
Yes.
They come into... the Chargers were a significant favorite because they were only 3. They were like 4.5, 5, you know?
Yeah.
Typical. And Belichick just came in.
He owns the Chargers, dude.
He does.
He laughs every time.
He owns
He's
the
like,
Chargers.
ha, ha, ha. Should have bet on the Patriots, but we never... Remember what we do? We never bet on the Chargers or Patriots games.
Yeah.
And they were both in the same game. Definitely not betting on this one.
That's true.
Yeah. And on Halloween. Yep.
I mean, Belichick's basically coming as that uninvited guest. We're like,
he's like,
no one told Belichick we were having a party, right?
No one tell him. And then he shows up.
He is. He didn't even show up with a bottle or something. He just shows up.
To drink all your booze.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
with your girl.
And get and cipher information, in a nice
cheat
little
sheets. Yeah.
and
Spygate.
as Matt Gucciani calls them, Bella cheat.
Yeah, Bella cheat. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to the number 14, which I refer to as the playoff cliff. Okay?
The hot seat.
The
right?
hot seat.
They're inside the door on the second floor.
Right.
It
Oh,
rhymes.
you're part of
Playoffs.
the group.
Yeah,
but
congrats.
stay right there because you might get
But they'll push you
ejected.
down-
Right.
they'll
You
push
ever
you down
seen
the stairs.
The Twix commercial where he's looking at the wrong Twix and
Yes.
they shoot him to the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Steelers right now. Okay,
The Steelers.
Yeah,
We're gonna push them down the stairs.
They're 4-3. They
TJ
won the
Watt.
last 3. TJ Watt's revitalized.
JJ Watt's
Dude,
brother.
I saw lots of highlights
boy.
on the game, and they're doing exactly what they needed to.
Told you.
They're running the ball with misdirections. They're doing screens.
Najee
They're doing
Harris.
quick slants.
Yeah.
Nothing that's gonna take time consuming. It's
Yeah, 'cause
all like.
quick.
Cut, quick, done,
Right.
under 3 seconds. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot give it in Ben Roethlisberger's hand and have him go back and be like,
You can't sack Roethlisberger if the ball's already gone.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, and you know what?
It's the slow.
The reason that I picked the Steelers in this one against
I
the
picked
Browns,
the Steelers too.
yeah, is because that conversation he had with the media where they're like, I heard the USC job is going to you. And he was like, they can't make a check big enough, the booster club, for me to, come over there. And I never say never, but never, I mean, oh my God, that was classic. He was so fired up. I was like, dude, like Max Kellerman says, I want to follow that guy into war,
Yeah.
Tomlin's never had a losing season, which is super difficult in the 17-game season,
Yeah.
And we were like, this is the season he's done.
Yeah.
And he's
We finally
4-3.
got him.
I saw their schedule. They play the weak-ass Bears in Pittsburgh, and then they play somebody else even weaker. So they could be 6-3, tugging at the AFC North title when the Bengals, there's 3 people holding it, the Bengals are like, no, it's mine. And the Steelers are like, no, it's mine. And then on the third end, it's the
Ravens.
The Ravens like, no, it's mine.
Caw-caw!
Yeah, exactly. And the Browns putting the hand up and it just gets slapped.
Everyone gets slaps him
It just,
down.
yeah,
Everyone
slaps it down. Yeah, exactly.
no.
I think I think it was my daughter. She showed me a TikTok, and it was like all these cool teams coming to the playoff party, and the winners party, and then the Cowboys' hand gets in there, and then everyone's like slapping it down. Yeah, it sort of reminds.
Oh, we
me...
forgot to ask John about the video.
Oh, what video?
The video we sent, Long Beach Griffey.
Oh, yeah. I should have. I completely forgot.
No, it's
about
okay.
that.
It's okay.
I thought, yeah.
Shout out to Long Beach Griffey. You're hilarious.
Oh,
we love
God.
you.
Yeah, exactly. Please
Go check,
be on our
go
show.
check him out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So yeah, Rodgers owns the Bears at 22-5. Not Belichick. Brady owns the Bills at 33-2.
Yes.
Which is insane. You're
Yeah.
telling me once every 5 years they
He
lost to
loses.
the Bills?
Yeah.
I remember one of those games because they traded Lawyer Malloy.
Yeah.
Who was a big centerpiece, but that's the way
Once
Belichick...
every 7 years, I think. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So he
Yeah.
traded
Yeah.
I guess he won 7 years.
Yeah.
And then the Bills ended up getting the better of the Dolphins and beat them 35-0 in the season opener.
Yeah.
But then who wins the Super Bowl at the end? The Patriots.
Yeah. The Patriots.
Yeah, exactly. Even
Fell
though they
cheap.
got blown out.
Yeah. Typical.
Yeah. So yeah, you know what? They were left for dead, and they're alive. So
good for you. I mean, you put them in the cellar dweller. Remember?
Oh yeah,
The Steelers, they were in the cellar dweller,
for
then
sure.
they shot up.
When you're, when you're 1-3
Yeah.
and you're getting sacked and Big Ben's getting punched in the face,
Then they fixed
and
it.
the defense is broken, but
Then
the
they got
defense is
TJ Watt.
working,
Yeah.
and it's all
Najee Harris.
it's all like
It's all coming together.
It's all coming. It's true. It's true because
Tomlin, yeah.
your defense takes care of what they're supposed to. The running game gets
Run.
going. It's a short, quick passing game.
Good old fashioned Steelers running the ball.
Yeah,
with,
yeah,
with their
and you know what?
gritty
Give it
defense.
up to Tomlin. For that. He's essentially the main reason for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean a little bit of a fractured nucleus, but a protective nucleus because he's like, I'm going to put my quarterback in a good spot. I can't get out of Big Ben what I used to, which was that long down the field arm.
It's got to hopefully Big Ben retires so they can draft a new quarterback.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't think he'll play another year. Do you think? Roethlisberger, you think he'll retire after this year?
Yeah, I think he will. I think he will.
Yeah,
definitely.
if they win,
if
have
they
a winning
win
season,
or lose, yeah,
go
if
to
they
the
win, go to the
playoffs,
playoffs,
lose
get one,
maybe,
or win
one, lose
yeah,
another.
exactly.
Then he's done.
All right, the number 13 team, the Chiefs.
Not doing the chop. You're more like sweating. You're sweating and wiping your brow after what the Giants did to you last night.
Yeah, I mean,
Called
they
it.
were 3-4,
Yeah,
right? And then
yeah.
they were 4-4 after the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Chiefs. Oh my God. I don't know. What do you have to say about the Chiefs?
ESPN can suck it. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
You're always wrong.
They're back. They're going to go on a run. You should see the next 3 teams that they play. Okay, they're all 3 playoff teams, including the Packers, which I am loving. The Packers. Yeah, I mean, I think yeah, it's crazy points because you're getting points, and then if you stack points on top of that, you can have something ridiculous like plus 15.5. Like when most likely the Packers will just win the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry ESPN, the Chiefs are no longer the golden boy. Mahomes.
That's not what Max Kellerman said.
Mahomes
He's like he said
GOAT.
they saved the season last night against my Giants, who I wanted them to win, but at the same time I love Mahomes. He's got a major what's it called, bromance?
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, what did I see with the Chiefs last night? Oh man. I mean, you saw the occasional Patrick Mahomes like, let me throw it like a baseball player and get a curveball, or a slider underneath, which that was a nice pass. But
no, forget the Chiefs. Let's talk about the Giants. What they were doing. They were actually going toe to toe with the Chiefs.
Yeah, they were. And you know what? I mean, your whole philosophy of how you stop the Chiefs is to double team Tyreek Hill.
Hill.
And if you expand it a little bit more, just as that's their 2 main players, then you put one up front pressing and then the other 2 right behind, so they're always being spied on and bracketed. But it was funny that one of the big plays of the game was McCole Hardman, who they've been wanting to be that next receiver to step up. That third receiver. He had a big play that got him into scoring position. But yeah, I mean, the Chiefs 10.5 point favorites, dude. Ridiculous. They won by 3.
I knew it, dude. When they're favored by that much.
Yeah.
And the Giants are giant killers. Get it? Yeah, I picked the Giants, dude, to cover.
Yeah.
Which they did.
Right.
3 points. I could have made money picking the Giants in 3 points.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
All right, next up are the Chargers.
Well, you've fallen far, Chargers. I remember looking at the power ranking. You were like top 8, and now you're what, 12?
Yeah, is that how far they got to?
Yeah, I think they were 8 or 6.
At one point I want to say they were like 5 or something like that.
Yeah, they were top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah, and now they've fallen to 12.
You know what? On the Chargers, I'm going to go
Staley?
back to Gruber McBolt.
Yeah. Gruder McBolt.
Yeah.
Your guy from work, right?
Yeah. So
Gruder,
I was talking football to him, and then
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, I think he was right off the Ravens loss. He's like, I got a feeling we're going to lose to the Patriots too. And so I know how it is as a fan. Like when you're a fan of a team, like when I'm a fan of the 49ers, I realize what's going to happen.
Yeah, you called the Seahawks game.
The Seahawks game
during the wedding. You knew.
Yeah, I just knew. Yeah, exactly. Like I can't morally bet against my team because it'll change the course of time. But here you go. You take it for you. Yeah. So man, it's just frustrating with the Chargers because they got off to such a promising start.
So Gruder McBolt knew it was going to happen.
He knew. Yeah, exactly, for sure.
Sorry, Gruder.
Yeah.
Please comment.
I just saw it by sending Matt Gucciani, and he would be in his Bolt Man costume. I even retaped his Bolt, and he, raised it up like Moses raised his staff, and they were gonna go biblical. Yes, exactly. Didn't work. Yeah.
Sad face. I feel bad.
You know what though? Just get back on track. Beat the Eagles. I know you got to go to Philly. There's no excuses. I can give you excuses for the Ravens. They were the hottest team. Yeah. I could even give you a pardon on Belichick because
it's Belichick. He owns you.
This is what he does.
He just does this to the Chargers.
And it's on Halloween, so he could bring in
his evil Machiavellian powers.
Exactly. All right, number 11, just outside the top 10. If you lose to a cellar dweller, and at the same time you cost me and my friends bets, you're lucky that you dropped down to a number 11. I had to put you in the final 4. Or the last 4 in for the playoffs.
I know who it is. The Bengals.
The Bengals, exactly.
I mean the king of the cellar dwellers. Jets. Jets.
They dropped 34 points on you.
Why did you bet Bengals, dude? I told you the Jets were gonna win. You heard it here first on Sports Truth. I told you the Jets was gonna win.
Having an inexperienced quarterback.
Nope.
He's probably got to be just as bad, or maybe even worse than Zach Wilson.
I even said 4 touchdowns, 400 yards.
I think do you think that the Bengals win if Zach Wilson doesn't get injured?
Yeah, if Zach Wilson's playing, Bengals win. He's that bad of a liability.
Right. So if
That's
you
what I'm
had
saying.
Zach in and he wasn't injured, then
Yeah.
the Bengals would have easily
Yes.
won. Right.
It's because they had no tape on White.
no tape on
Nothing.
White,
They had no
yeah.
clue. He's like, oh, I'm going to carve them
It's
up.
not like he played a perfect game. He did
No.
throw 2 interceptions,
But he
but
got the 3 touchdowns
yeah,
and
dude,
400 yards.
Dude, he won the game with the Philly special. Dude, the Philly special always works. The Philly
ask
special.
the Patriots.
Yeah, exactly.
Super Bowl.
The Eagles ran it, and then in that Titans game that I thought the Bills had won, the Bills ran it, and Josh Allen got it, and then White caught it as
Philly
he was falling
special.
down.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
got it.
Yeah, so I mean that did not seem like a Jets play. Jets play is run it up the middle or
For no
drop
gain.
back and
Yeah.
get sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad scenarios, bad
It was
results.
my Thursday night being pissed and depressed powers. I mean, the Jets
yeah,
win. I was like,
exactly.
Jets destroy the Bengals.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna take down my team, I'm gonna take
Take down
everybody
yours.
else's joy too.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean that's about all I
Poor
have to
Bungles.
say on them.
You're going to be called the Bungles now. Sorry, you bungled it.
Yeah, I mean,
He's the
you
cellar
know,
dweller.
they overcame their bullies, who were the Steelers, and
But
then
they-
they overcame the Ravens, which was a bigger bully.
But then they exhausted themselves.
They exhausted themselves, and then in the David Goliath matchup,
Just
where
like
they were
it.
now this is what it feels like to be Goliath. This is sort of interesting.
And the Jets kick them in their kneecaps.
Yeah,
and Dan Campbell is right next to them chewing their kneecaps.
Yeah, exactly.
Biting their ankles.
They go exactly. They're going Dan Campbell.
on them.
Yeah, definitely not Dan capable, because if
No.
you give up 44
Dan
points, he
capable.
wasn't even capable of holding the press conference.
Dan
They went
capable.
something like, "What do you think of the law?" Yeah, it was pretty bad. I
feel-
gotta go.
I actually
Bye.
feel bad for him, though.
I know.
Like, he legit cares that much. So I give him
like
that.
he was out of the
Yeah.
speeches, he was out of the tears, and
He was
all he
like,
had left was
Acceptance
shame
at the end, right?
Acceptance,
Acceptance.
yeah, the true acceptance. We suck bad, and it ain't because of Goff. It's just because of the whole organization. Yeah, it's like even if you're an awesome general, if you're given like poor troops
you're gonna
and
suck.
bad equipment,
Yeah,
you know,
you're not
you're
gonna
using
do
like
well.
outdated equipment. When,
Yeah.
exactly. Like the other side's using
The latest, greatest
yeah,
technology.
they're using
and equipment.
iron and using copper, right? Because copper is like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lesser...
No. They're using steel and you're using bronze.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not a good matchup.
You're like, oh no.
Yeah. But I think that they put the crippled Browns, as I call them, they're crippled. Not to be offensive, but
Yeah.
and they get back into the top 10. I believe in Burrow. I don't believe in Baker.
No.
The Baker man can. No, he can't.
So anyway, I got Baker having his comeback play of the year. He's going to throw 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and Burrow's going to be sent crying home.
Such a dick. What a dick move. Oh, man.
Why did they say that?
Oh,
Oh no, why did they say that?
Exactly.
I just
hopefully,
cursed it.
hopefully that's one of your lying spirits or deceiving spirits, and not the spirit of truth.
Dude, when I leaned in like that, you should
Yeah,
have seen your face.
now I got
you should have
strategy
seen your
game.
face.
No, you know what? They're out of the 14 games or however many games there are this week. They're a scratch just because like
Because of what I just did.
no before that. But if I was even thinking of bringing them back, then no. And you know what? This is one of my rules of betting. It's
Yeah.
sort of what I think is if you burn me that week, I don't care how good the matchup is next week. I'm not burning.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
they weren't going to be on my bet anyway.
I'm still laughing to your face of despair.
Try to calm down with your powers, okay?
When I leaned in, you were like, no.
I know, exactly. And you know what? Those Browns-Bengals games are
Yeah.
like super tight. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's a 31, 35, 28, 27 type game.
Exactly.
All right. Top 10.
Finally, top 10.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Yep.
The trick, and this was a
Trick or treat?
hurtful trick. Yeah.
Oh.
You lost your running back for the season. A potential MVP.
Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute. They were, if you remember, which you probably don't, but the Titans were number 6 in the power rankings. They've won 3 straight upset specials. They've beaten the Bills, one of the best teams in the AFC.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, a pesky team.
Yeah, blew 'em out.
And then they beat the Colts, another pesky team. And
Yeah.
so why did they drop 4 spots?
Yeah.
Because, dude, it's like this, okay? It's like seeing this sick ass car, right?
Okay.
Like the sports car. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like red.
It's like a red Corvette.
It's like a red
Yeah,
Corvette.
yeah.
I mean, I hate Corvettes, but sure.
I love Corvettes.
Okay, you look okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
it's Corvette
fine.
for
I thought
me.
we were friends. I'm just kidding.
We are
Okay,
friends.
all right. So you
the
see
red
this like
Corvette,
bitching ass,
and then
paint
it's
job.
rusted. Yeah.
No, not even rusted, and like
Soon.
the interior's sick, and it's
Okay.
got like just everything. Like
The
just,
engine's gone.
there's no fucking engine.
Yeah,
in
because
it.
Jack Henry's gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you open it up, and you're like,
My
oh.
Corvette is like, oh shit, I'm going to the Ferrari.
You got to
Yeah.
provide your own
I'm
engine.
getting the Ferrari,
You're like,
yeah.
oh, okay. So I have a cutout
I'll go
of a
get the
car.
Ferrari and I'll go get the
I could
Lamborghini.
pretend to be driving.
So
like on a
Lamborghini or
Hollywood
Ferrari?
set. Yeah, any one of those. Let's go Ferrari because it's so bitchin' looking. Like
And then
how
you open the
sleeked out-
hood and then there's no
you're
engine.
expecting to
Yeah.
see this like
But not the
$1
hood,
million dollar.
the back trunk because they always have engine in the back.
It's just like
There's nothing there.
It's just
Yeah.
like two hamsters. Just like,
yeah.
yeah.
Squeaky
You're
wheel.
like,
Oh,
okay.
son of a.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, they dropped because they probably lost Henry.
They did. I
It was
think that they
probably for
still
the
win the
season.
NFC. They got a 3-game lead and a
AFC.
2-0 against the Colts. So even if the Colts, because I mean,
AFC.
it's not like they completely fell apart, but
Sports Truth only speaks the truth.
Yeah,
AFC,
they're-
not NFC.
they are no threat to any of the AFC powers. And right now, the AFC powers that I would hold, there's very few of them, but I would put Bills, Ravens.
Raiders.
There you go. I like that. Yes, exactly. Yeah, like 3 or 4 of them, whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, you said NFC, so I had to correct you.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, we only speak the truth here. As you kept going, and didn't realize AFC.
I'm sure our listeners are smart enough to figure it out.
You hope so.
And you know what? Why is Julio Jones always hurt? Like when they traded him, I'm like, they're not getting
The
Julio
Falcons
Jones.
knew. Yeah, he was a
exactly.
broken
I mean, he was
engine.
Exactly, a broken toy.
Yes.
Yeah, and then now they've got they brought in Adrian Peterson, but he's a ghost of his former self. So
Better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Absolutely.
You say that, and he's gonna pop off this next week. Is it? What's
He'll
their next
pop
game?
off for 1 week, but dude, you're not telling me some 36-year-old running back that used to be a great is going to come in and just I just don't see it that way. I mean,
so you're telling me a 44-year-old Tom Brady when going to the Buccaneers is going to win the Super Bowl?
He drops back.
He does run actually. He ran for 1,000 yards. He finally got to his 1,000-yard career rushing mark.
Right, over 20 years, dude.
Sir,
that's
yeah, still got it, sir.
all right.
Watch Adrian Peterson pop off this next game, guaranteed.
How many times is he getting hit with helmets and shoulder pads?
Quite a lot. He's the one who brought the whole Brady rule. If you get even breathed
That's
on,
true.
there's a flag.
Right. That's
so
why
it's his
they're not
fault. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not touching him much.
But anyways, I
anymore.
was saying, who are they playing next week?
Who? The Bucks?
No, the Titans. Who's Adrian Peterson going to beat up on?
Oh,
he likes to prove himself.
okay.
Who is it?
They can do it Monday night against the Rams in SoFi.
Von Miller is going to try and tackle Adrian Peterson. Now I feel like I'm back in 2008.
I know, right?
My God, both of those two oldies.
I'm not quite ready to
Adrian Peterson
shut the door on the Titans, but like, had they won and I hadn't heard about the Derrick Henry thing, they would be probably 5. I mean, at least deserving of being in the VIP room when you slay a Bills who's in the VIP room most of the time. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you beat the Chiefs down, who are the lover boy of Max Kellerman and ESPN.
Yeah. All right, number 9. This team bumped up. They were so good in the bye week. It's the Raiders.
Raiders! You have to say it the right way.
Raiders!
There we go. The Bay Area.
Okay, wait a minute. This
They
is
used
an
to be.
injustice. I will make a call or email, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to... the commissioner,
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's the injustice?
The injustice is that every 7 years, Halloween falls on Sunday. And when you were figuring out the schedule, you weren't going to put the Raiders on Halloween? Especially in Vegas? Oh, dude, you lost money. I know the NFL hates losing money. Just pouring out of their fucking shorts, dude. I mean, just holes in it. Yeah. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And I mean, you could even like tag along there the Ravens. I mean, Ravens are sort of scary and spooky?
You already
like,
had Ravens Raiders the first week.
No, I know they did, but
Monday
I'm
Night
saying
Football.
like having the Ravens play on Halloween too.
Oh, yeah,
but
yeah.
more the Raiders. A total
Yeah.
injustice.
Totally.
Yeah, they dropped the ball.
Just make sure not to put any racial slurs in your email.
Okay.
Might end up like John
yeah,
Gruden.
right, exactly. This is a misogynistic, homophobic,
Injustice to
racist
Raiders.
rant. Yeah,
To Raiders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. This is what I think of Raider Nation.
That's what I think of Roger
and
Goodell.
all its fans. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No.
The Raiders are actually a legit threat. What
we
the heck
are not
happened?
our
What happened?
fathers. We are not our fathers' fathers.
No,
okay.
we're the Gen Z feminists. I mean, friendly people. Yes.
We're scarred from our fathers being
Yes.
Generation X, but it doesn't mean we have to be them. Okay?
Yeah. And millennials being scarred by Gen Xers.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
are
We're
our
just trying to
fathers.
teach you how it really is.
Uh-huh. Who's number 8?
Yeah, okay, so this is my thing. Before I get to number 8.
Sure.
If you beat the Giants, who's next up, right?
Yeah,
And I think
Raiders.
they sort of got their scare out of the way, then you've turned over a new leaf. If
Yeah.
I find out that the Giants beat you, then I'm going to be like, enough of the trickery, okay? Let me put the Raiders to the side.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with the AFC West that we once held as one of the strongest AFC ones.
Yeah.
Is like, whose is it? The Chargers, they're like, nah. I know the Chiefs, they're like, nah. The Broncos, let's not even get started. Yeah, so it's like, don't confuse
And the
me.
Raiders are like,
Raider
we get it?
Nation, go out there, beat the Giants.
And prove that you're the AFC West. Division leader.
Get a solid couple games ahead of you to where
And
you're
you
winning
win.
the division.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
not the Chiefs and it's not the Chargers. It's the third choice, the Raiders. Anyways.
Sorry, Gruder McBolt.
Okay.
You can beat up on Milton tomorrow at work. Daring to choose the Raiders. I'm kidding. You're a realist.
Yes. They're coming up on the weaker part of their schedule, so I think the Chargers can get some wins. And
Try to
this is
catch
what we
up.
predicted for the Chargers.
Yeah.
They weren't going to win the AFC West. We wanted to push that envelope, but we didn't.
Nah.
They were going to, I think even Matt Cucciani, probably the biggest Charger fan, one of the biggest Charger fans I know.
Yeah.
And he proved it this week with Boltman.
Yes.
But I think if I have it somewhere, a 10-7 record.
Yeah.
Or 11-6.
Squeak into the playoffs.
Yeah,
with
squeak into
Staley.
the playoffs.
Finally.
And then
Haven't been
do
there
your
how long?
damage. You know, at
Years.
least win one. So you got to progress every year. Win one. Championship game, Super Bowl, whatever, you know,
Yeah,
like
pay
a little
your
bit.
dues.
Yeah, pay your dues.
Yeah.
Very important. Number 8.
Elite 8. Basketball
This team
terms.
is
Yeah.
like from feast and famine to like good times, but with some setbacks.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
it's the Saints.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Elite 8 Saints. Yeah.
Yeah, they upset the Bucks.
They did.
With Jameis Winston was out for the game. Oh man, his
Taysom
leg.
Hill.
I mean, there's what's that?
Taysom Hill came in, right?
No, Trevor Siemian. That's why I was like,
Oh,
Trevor
yeah.
Siemian.
All the backups. Right.
Yeah.
Right. My bad. Yeah. What the
And
heck?
then he's coming
His
back.
leg
he's,
looks bad.
It's
God, he's
ACL,
done,
MCL
though.
tear. Yeah.
He's done. I think.
Taysom Hill is coming off concussion protocol,
Oh,
so I
right,
think
right.
if he does, because he did a fairly good job. He was 3-1 when he filled in.
Mhm.
I mean, Sean Payton does a great job of like, okay, you know what?
Of
let
anyone.
let me play to the quarterback's strengths.
Yep.
I mean, you got to remember their defense is top 5. Their offensive line is one of the best. And then not only do you have Alvin Kamara, for me, the best dual threat running back in football. Is there another one? A dual threat?
Christian McCaffrey's receiving back, so no.
Does he even play games anymore? You know,
Barkley used to be a 2, but he's always injured too.
he's been injured.
So the
for like
only
4 years.
non-injured dual threat
Yeah.
running back is
Alvin Kamara, yeah,
But if
yeah.
the other 2 were injured, I would have picked the other 2 over him. Sorry.
Okay, that's just me
That's just
because
me,
I've
though,
had
my
Alvin
opinion.
Kamara for like 2 or 3 fantasy football seasons.
Wait, quick, get Matt on the phone.
Yeah, exactly. How's he doing? Yeah, exactly. He's a fantasy beast. But anyways, the biggest thing the Saints did, and this should have been the red flag. I mean, it was when my cousin sent me the upset pick of the week, which he nails.
Saints.
He took the Saints against the Bucks.
Good job.
Mark Ingram coming in and providing running back depth. But not only does that, I think he's even more valuable off the field. You ever see the guy in interviews? He's going to be an ESPN star or whatever. He is funny as hell. Do you remember?
So he has charisma.
Charisma.
There
like,
you go.
Oozes charisma.
Leadership.
Do you remember when he was with Lamar Jackson? Right,
Yeah.
they were part of that running back tandem.
Yes.
And he
Ravens.
was like, "Woo woo."
Yes.
Lamar Jackson, this that.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? I mean, it's just contagious.
He's
you
the
know?
hype man.
He is the
Yes.
hype man. Yeah, you know what? If anybody you want to put him on the mic and to be able to handle that media pressure, don't put Sean Payton because he'll snap.
Yeah.
And
Put him instead.
Put him
Because
instead.
we're not talking to the coach, we're talking
Great
to Mark Ingram.
energy. I think a lot of times things like, well, how fast can you run, or how much can you bench press, or you know, what's your what's that stupid test that they do?
What do you mean? What stupid test?
The test that they grade your intelligence on, mainly on quarterbacks.
Oh, that really dumb test where they time you and you have to answer
No, not
the
the
questions
timing.
really
It's
fast.
just they give you a set of questions and. Based
Oh yeah,
on
I
how
know
many,
that. Yeah, I did that in Madden before, and I laughed at how dumb the questions were.
Okay, yeah.
It was like
that's what it is.
arithmetic or other dumb crap. It was
Yeah.
just, I'm like, really? This is gonna make.
It slips
What?
my mind right now. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Let me ask you a question. Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
Saints are 5-2.
Uh-huh.
Bucks are 6-2. Give me a percentage of the Saints taking over. They've won it 4 straight,
Okay.
taking over their own division and making the Bucks go through the wild card all over again.
40%.
Okay.
Because the Bucks will come back.
Because the Bucks will wipe out everybody they have, but then the Saints won't.
They'll
the Saints
lose a couple.
The
They
Saints might even be able to beat the Bucks a second time. Let's just throw that in there for fucking shits and giggles.
Yeah.
But
I still think the Bucks get it.
Yeah. No, I agree. Totally.
They only need one game to get it.
Yeah.
Remember? It's a race.
Yeah, no,
One
for
game
sure.
race
I
wins.
agree. But it at least strengthens the Saints' playoff positioning
Yeah, they'll get a wild card
at 5-2.
for
Yeah.
sure now.
Yeah.
Which now means my NFC West dream of having all 4 is now
Yeah.
shattered. I'm going to go cry in the corner right
it's
now.
basically 2. It's the Cards and the Rams. I mean, however you want to 1-2, 2-1, whatever. And
No. You can't make your cousin upset. The Cards, the Rams, and the Niners, and then you're going to kick out one of the NFC teams. They can't go to the playoffs.
Okay, so that's 3. So there would be one more. Okay, is there anybody in the
Bucks and Saints?
Bucks and Saints. Is there anybody in the NFC East? No.
No.
Is there anybody in the
NFC North? No. Just
no?
the Packers.
Oh wow, it actually works out. Okay.
So yeah, there you go.
So the Niners could be the 7th team.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then guess who they'll have to go against?
Tell me
Because they're 7th.
who.
They're gonna have to go against the Bucks because the Bucks will be home field advantage.
You know what? No. What will happen is if the Bucks get the number 1 seed, they'll have the bye.
It's
They'll
not the
have
Bucks that are gonna get the number 1 seed. It's the
Oh.
Packers, dude. The Packers have the
Okay,
easy
so
as
now
hell
we're gonna see-
schedule now.
So then it'll be the next.
It'll be either the
you're
Bucks or
probably
the
right.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Either one just sucks for you.
And like, would I even really want the Niners to beat Tom Brady? Because I would think that the Niners would get bounced out the other play. Because I'd rather have.
Yeah.
And I know the people are haters on Tom Brady. But
Yeah.
that's my prediction. I said the Bucks for the Super Bowl. I think that was yours.
Yeah,
too as
yeah,
well.
yeah. You know, it'd be funny if the Cardinals versus the Niners again, because that'd be what 5 times or 3 times they'd face this year.
Yeah,
That'd be hilarious. 2 times in regular and 1 post.
That would suck. I'd rather go against the Rams, to be honest.
Yes, you would.
All right, now we are okay. It jumped over. Okay,
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, number 7.
There we go. Sacred 7.
Yeah, this team's coming off a bye and a blowout of their team, the Ravens.
Oh man, Ravens. I know you're in the bar area getting served. You're in the playoff area, but you got to be careful because the other team's giving you little dirty looks because they just see how vulnerable you are.
Right.
Yeah, you got blown out twice.
Would you consider the Ravens a bipolar team?
Yeah, I already said so last week.
Do you consider the Vikings a bipolar team?
No, they're a bad luck team.
They're a bad luck team. Okay,
2 yards to the left, they would have to the right because it went left to beat my Cardinals. They didn't.
Oh,
it went
right.
Bad luck.
Okay, bad luck. Bad
and
luck.
same
team.
again. They got doinked on by the Ravens.
So that's who's playing this week. The Vikings play
Oh,
the Ravens.
hell no.
All
Do not
right.
bet on this game.
I was
Do
going to
not
get my
bet on this
$100
game.
bills. Let's
no,
see.
no,
no. Hell no, dude. The Vikings.
Hell no. Vikings and Ravens,
That's why I didn't want to take the Sunday night game. It was Sunday night Scaries. It was the Cowboys. And then for the Ravens...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just.
It's Sunday Night Football too?
No, it's not Sunday Night Football, but it might as well be.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I have going for the Rams is that they own the regular season.
The Rams?
I'm sorry, I said Rams.
Yeah.
Ravens.
Yeah.
39-14. It's rare that Lamar Jackson loses back-to-back games. Would that be your understanding?
Yeah, he's
Maybe
probably
they've
gonna
done
win. Barely.
Yeah.
But oh hell no, I ain't betting on that.
No. Okay.
Bad luck versus bipolar.
All right, number 6, and I've seen this team as high as number 1, and I'm like, whoa! I know it was a big deal because the quarterback didn't start, and you had a backup quarterback start, but it's the Cowboys.
You know, ESPN really needs to get off of the Cowboys. You know what?
Number
Just
1. I'm
no.
like, dude.
No.
How can you say number 1 when your quarterback wasn't even in there?
And you have the deal with Rodgers, the Cardinals, and freaking Bucks.
Yeah.
I don't care if they lost.
Yeah, exactly.
They're still better.
I totally agree.
Come on, Cowgirls. You can't.
Yeah.
You hate the Cowboys anyway.
No Dak.
fan.
No problem.
Yeah.
Some guy named Cooper.
Coop.
Coop.
Yeah.
2016 closely contested.
I don't
game.
know. Once again, Vikings bad luck. They could have won the game.
What I was noticing with the Cowboys is just all their talent. You know, I mean, CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper, Zeke Elliott look
talent
like.
doesn't mean wins though.
No, that's true.
They barely beat the Patriots for God's sake.
Yeah.
They had to have a walk-off touchdown just to beat them for God's sake in
I know.
overtime. Come on. And then the Cowboys lost to the Bucks earlier in the season.
I think they're expecting Dak back for this next game.
Hey, now I know how the Cowboys feel. I'm like, Murray, please come back. Murray, please.
I know, right?
We need you. Yeah. They're like,
least...
Dak, come back, Dak. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think once Dak comes back, they're playing the Broncos this week. And at in Dallas.
You know what happens, though? What Cowboys do to Broncos?
What?
They tame them.
They tame them. That's true. Like,
uh-oh.
Bitch.
I know.
Yeah, so I think the champagne room awaits them, but they're just outside of that right now. I know Cowboy fans, you think like
you're number one, and you always do every year.
Yeah,
we make his team.
All
that was a throwaway pass.
This team is in the VIP room.
Yep.
They had some trouble with the Dolphins. Excuse me, but they used their defense and Josh Allen's superpowers.
Yeah, the Bills.
Because he goes from being Clark Kent to Superman on the field. And, I mean, to only hold... I mean, obviously, the defense was a big part of it because they only held the Dolphins to 11 points.
Yeah, but how much did they score?
I want to say it was like 28-11, so, I mean...
Not very much.
Not very much,
You'd think it'd be more if they were supposed to be...
The first thing I did after I came back from church was, like, look and be like, ooh, what happened with the... At that point, the Jets were doing okay, and they were still, like, winning by 10, but the Bills were, like, too close to my comfort. I just had my suspicious eye on the Bills-Dolphins game, and it was a little... I mean, they won by, like, 17 points, but, like,
A little close.
Yeah. All right, the Final Four.
Is that what you call it in basketball? Right? Final Four.
Yeah, Final Four. It's funny. All four of these teams are NFC. How far back does that go?
You know what's funny, though?
Wait a minute. The last... yeah, that's right.
It's just something I was going to say.
Yeah.
NFC has all the strong teams. The AFC is just really struggling to have any strong teams.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, the Bills
that.
are probably the only representation, and even they're sort of a little bit flawed.
How do you feel about that for the Super Bowl? Is it really a Super Bowl anymore when it's literally just... all the NFC stacked against the one
it's
poor AFC
basically
guy?
Whoever wins the NFC wins the
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's kind of a letdown, though.
We haven't gone back much to the trick.
Right.
But the trick was the pick six.
Oh?
Yeah. That Brady threw in the final minutes of the game.
Come on, Bucks. You still can't drop that far, though. Because
No,
they're still a good team.
absolutely. Yeah. That's why they're number 4. But they got 2 losses now, you know, and they didn't even cover the spread. They lost by 9 points. The spread. Yeah, it was funny because the guy intercepted it and it looked like he was going out of bounds.
Yeah.
Which was like, cool, going out of bounds. And then he runs into the end zone. I'm like, oh, shit. Not that it mattered at that time because I had the Bengals on the ticket, so it had already blown up my ticket. But had the Bengals won, you know, then... yeah. Anyways.
Vegas
they were hit hard on injuries. No Antonio Brown, no Gronk, missing key defenders. But you know what? They got the bye week to think about this. Brady looked really depressed, and when he's really depressed, it usually means he's always in a cheerful mood. He wants to get back to that mood because he's Brady. I mean, who doesn't want to be Brady?
Girls love him. Boys want to be him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So they got the bye week, and then luckily they play Sean Taylor's Ghost, known as the Washington.
You know, we're saying that with endearment, okay?
Yeah.
Sean Taylor's Ghost held the Chiefs to freaking 10 points in the first half. Come on.
All right, number 3. They went about their business, and they beat the hopeless Texans.
The Rams.
At one point it was 31-0.
Yeah.
And I think they just let out their frustrations from the Lions game, obviously.
Like we already called that.
Yeah, and then the Texans were like, we're just a bunch of orphans. And the Rams were like...
they're the dirty dozen. They need Tyrod Taylor back.
They do need Tyrod Taylor.
Like fully back,
I think he
not just
might
slightly.
come back this week. So that's bad news for the Dolphins fans.
Got the Texans.
All right.
100%.
And you know what? The big addition of Von Miller, I mean, it's only for half a season, so that's probably even better before they realize they paid too much for him, but he's still got game in him.
You say that's kind of funny, but Von Miller's still an elite pass rusher.
No,
so
for sure.
I'm scared.
When you have Aaron Donald,
and
who
now
lines
Von
up
Miller.
Inside sometimes, and then you have Von Miller, and then you have Leonard Floyd.
Yeah.
And then you're crossing up stunts and just misdirections on defense.
And then they're forced to throw too fast, and then you know who picks them off?
Right, for sure.
Freaking Jalen Ramsey.
I think that makes that Cards-Rams game with Kyler Murray in there much more interesting, much more closer.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. Number 2.
Well, I love how generous you are. You didn't drop me that far.
I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know why? We almost won the game. Literally one play away from winning.
Yeah. No,
it wasn't
sure.
a complete loss. It was like 99%.
They're still 7-1, which is tied for the best record.
Yeah.
Along with
Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason I did this is because it came down to
literally the last play.
Yeah, and you're losing to the Packers, which are
red hot. What was it, 6-0?
Red hot. Yeah.
After that one loss.
Exactly. Yeah. And so, I downgraded the Titans 4 spots because they lost Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
In your case, you're losing Kyler Murray for maybe 1 or 2 games. But I saw the 4 teams that they played, like after the 49ers, there's a couple other teams, and they're all very capable, the Cardinals, of beating those teams.
They're all weak, yeah.
With or without, hopefully with would be the preference on your part. So until they get knocked down from one of these teams, I'm not going to take them from their spot.
So basically you're saying everyone behind them's not is not a complete team like they are.
Right.
The Cardinals are pretty much the most balanced all-around team. It's not even fair
are.
at this point.
I mean, I'll put them there until I see what happens. I mean, the Cowboys were able to survive
the Vikings.
Cooper Kupp. So if they were able to, not Cooper Kupp, they were able to survive their quarterback Cooper.
Yeah.
So I want to.
Well, it's Cliff Kingsbury. I know what he's going to do. He's going to make him throw quick passes like Belichick did for Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And Ben Roethlisberger as well. I know what he's going to do.
Yeah, there's enough weapons, and they're spread
out. He's going to say quickly, just quick throw it.
Especially against a weak 49er secondary.
Oh, thank you for telling me your weaknesses. I appreciate it. Now let me tell you mine. Nothing. Literally just have to fuck up at the end of the game to lose.
Part of the game, which is the quarterback, and you got Colt McCoy. But
it doesn't matter when you just quick throw.
Well, we saw what happened with backup quarterbacks that we've never
4-0.
Yeah. So hopefully you're not a week off and being like, damn, I wish we could have played in that week where that magic was going on. But we'll see. Like I said, I still got the Cards. I still got the Cards too.
Yeah.
But it makes it for a lot closer game. It's enough to pull the game off. I pulled it off of my friends. I'm like,
don't bet on
it. Before it was like, yes, my team. Okay, and then number 1. They pulled off the big upset despite COVID-related.
Yes!
Yeah.
Just kidding. It was a good game.
Yeah.
It was a crazy game.
I want to say they've won the last 7 straight after losing.
That's what we said. Yes, they're 7-0.
Yeah. And then they're...
Without any of their weapons at all. So with their weapons back, I'm scared of them.
They've had 10 days rest, and then they play the Chiefs, who are reeling.
Knock them out.
Take
them down.
Take the
please.
Packers. Yeah.
Packers knock out the Chiefs. Do it.
Packers.
Just boom.
Exactly. Because so far the Chiefs have lost to. It's a long list.
Titans.
But the Titans, the Chargers, the Bills, and
now
who was the last team that they lost to last? Oh yeah, Titans, Bills, Chargers, Ravens. That's what. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that the Packers are definitely in that category. In fact,
not even fair.
Not only would I take the points, but on Friday I'll probably take the win. Anyways.
Agreed.
Anything else you want to say?
Yeah. So I got Colt McCoy throwing for 300+ yards and at least 2-3 touchdowns.
All right, great.
Because
we can all live
the
in fantasy
air
world.
raid. Shut up, 49er. Let me speak, 49er fan. Because Cliff Kingsbury's air raid offense is all about the mesh concept. So basically, all McCoy has to do is decide which wide receiver do I want to throw to, which one's open.
He's got to decide which
one he wants. They're going to be open.
He's going to decide
guaranteed.
Which.
That's all he has to do. It's easy.
Sacked to. Is he going to get sacked by Bosa or is he going to get sacked by D Ford?
Yeah, it's have fun trying to sack him when he's throwing the ball in less than 2 seconds. That's what the mesh is. It's literally across over the middle.
There's a reason he's a backup and not a starter. Okay?
There's a reason why he was practicing with Murray the whole time. The backup's been practicing. I love how scared you are that you have to make... you're both going to sack him. Yeah, how can you sack him when the ball's already gone out of his hand? It's a mesh concept. Murray's been running it all year.
Accepted that they're going to win because they're coming off of a bye, coming off of a loss. I understand that. It's just Colt McCoy.
Dude, I know you like to make fun of him.
This is a guy who, for the national championship, everything he worked so hard to figure out, and then he got injured like 3 plays into it, and then
don't you think that'll piss him off?
He's never been the same since.
Watch him come back. Watch him get the 300+ yards.
I'll just say this: if the Cards win, it won't be because of Colt McCoy. Is that fair?
Yeah. Okay. I'll go on the other side.
Their defense, their running game, whatever. The fact that you guys have a kicker and we don't.
You know what's funny that you say that? I'm actually going to say that the reason we win is Colt McCoy at the end of the game.
Whatever, dude.
Don't whatever me. When have I been wrong this whole season? 0. I've called every single thing. Watch it be the last play, and Colt McCoy has to do a QB sneak or throw it in for the
set
win.
him up for a field goal. I'll give you.
Exactly.
I'll give you a field goal win. How about that?
See, yeah,
but
it's all Colt McCoy.
But not him scoring, just to like.
No, wait. If he scores at the end, how mad would you be? How mad would you be if he scored at the end?
I will always listen to you. And maybe you can make me some money.
All right.